And welcome to episode 86 of Awakening, titled Ghosts. Maybe Ghosts.
Ghosts?
Ghosts, yeah. You decided to maybe check out the ghosty area. That somebody has said that there are ghosts.
Wait, really? Somebody said that there's ghosts?
Yeah.
I think Oliver said he heard rumors of ghosts. That's about it. Like we talked to one person at one point in time, and they said that he saw a ghost there.
It was a literal peasant.
That and also Nier was looking into it, so there was like, oh, there might be actual ghosts there, or like some undead there. Because why not the Nier look into it?
Ghosty ghosts. Well, but before we look into ghosts, behind the scenes there was a lot of shopping. How much shopping did we do?
We bought.
And before we discuss shopping, how much time do you want to spend on shopping? You are in Barrios at the moment. We ended after like the Spela Septima interaction. And then we decided to level, so you're gonna spend a few days in Barrios. How many days do you want to spend in Barrios?
I think it would be bad because I mean, like, Oliver needs to heal up to full, Reuven needs to heal up to full, and then we're gonna do some shopping in the interim. So it's probably like at least like 3 to 4 days.
How long does splice? What does it called? Splicing and putting together long chains and long ropes more than is normally accessible to buy. Do you remember?
Why are we buying this many bedrolls?
Because we didn't have any before, and we went on the thing, and then we were like, Oliver and Reuven couldn't get good sleep.
We're
But
never
why would we need 6?
because
In
we're
case we
never
destroy them or whatever.
we're never gonna run out of bedrolls again ever. It was the worst.
Also, it'd be
Okay.
bad in case we
Yeah,
bring
yeah.
other people with us as well.
Okay.
It's better not too much than too little.
I just decided to skip 4 days.
Alrighty.
Great.
And in 4 days, you should be able to do most of the normal things, like splicing together a rope. That's a quick thing. You just need to find a roper who does that things. Same with chains. Chains probably takes a bit longer because the amount of time to do one link is longer, I guess. You can't parallel work on chain links.
It's fine if we just leave it here for now.
Wait, does it say 50 to 100 burlap sacks?
Yes.
Yeah.
We bought 50.
Wait, is this already marked down somewhere?
I already
Or am
bought it. I bought all. I marked off all the golds. This isn't marked in any. I bought the gold. I bought the what's it called? I marked off all the gold. I just didn't mark down where it has gone yet.
Okay,
except
I
for the
will
oil.
put
I bought
everything
oil.
into that purple hole.
Yes, we bought 5 buckets, 2 fishing. Actually,
Yeah,
I got it. Okay, I got you.
And okay.
Also, since we jumped from 1 month to the next, there's 36 gold to be paid for horses. And since we are arriving at the end of the next month as well, let's just pay 72 gold and we are done with horses for this month as well.
Okay.
You got to do some more. I mean, to mark it
Yeah,
off.
I got that.
Unless you want to get rid of your horses, but you still have them there somewhere.
You want to get rid of them because we're never gonna fucking use them.
That's up to Reuven.
Like, Oliver literally has a thing horse, and
They can now walk on water now.
I can polymorph. The only person who ever needs a horse is Reuven.
You just want to keep one of the horses and get rid of it. How many horses do we have?
We can get rid of them, but we need to release them either in the human elven woods or the real elven woods. We're not gonna sell them to anyone. We're gonna release them into wild. That's the only caveat. I'm not gonna sell our horses.
Okay,
Okay.
I guess they'll just fucking die to some predator then.
Alright,
Way
so
of life, yeah.
after paying another month of useless horse expenses, you decide to get rid of them. And since Reuven is so attached to his magical elven horse, he decides that he wants to let him go.
And be free.
Right. Just for me, so I know where to put the next weird predator thing, where do you want to let the horses go.
I think Ruben wanted to put him in Low Bay Woods, so or the real Evan Woods. So I
There's
guess we can probably drop him off in
wild
Low Bay.
horses living in Low Bay Woods, correct?
You
think so.
think,
I think so.
you saw horses in Lobe at some time? I think you saw horses sometime, yeah.
Yeah. So I think we're gonna release them into the Low Bay Woods.
Alright. Okay. Great. East or west?
East.
East. Okay.
So now we have a total of 3 large tents. And what is this chain that Ruben wrote down? Is that
I wrote down 25 feet of heavy chain.
okay? So
I
the
bought
chain is nothing, and heavy chain is the correct thing.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
wrote. Yeah, so Ruben just wrote down rope and chain. So I bought 150 feet of extra rope, thick rope that we have, and 25 feet of heavy chain.
Okay.
But that's 3 links of 50, right? Or can we just? I don't know.
Yeah, I just wrote down how much I bought, so I assume it's like I think you buy them in 50-foot increments, so I'm guessing it's 50. Yeah, so I just wrote down how much we bought.
For rope, you can buy the heavy rope or silk rope.
Yeah, I bought thick rope, so I think it's what it is. So heavy rope. Yeah.
The thick rope and silk rope have the same carry capacity,
Well,
but
why do you
silk
want
rope is
fishing
more
nets?
expensive but lighter.
Just in case, quite literally, we need food and we're near the ocean or something.
Okay.
We just throw it out if we don't need it at some point. I think some of this is also just in case we're going to like Platana Island anytime soon, so we just let them know the environments that go over there as well.
So yeah, DM. The extra things that specifically needed your approval to buy were the extra long rope, extra long chain, and Reuven wants to go and see if we can acquire very warm clothes that would probably not be made here.
Yeah, the rope is no problem. The chain, just you can have extra long chain if you want to, but chain runs into a weight problem pretty quick, I think,
It's
because you need to be able to move the chain as well.
That's a good
It
point.
is.
Okay, maybe we'll just leave the chain then.
So
okay,
no
we've
heavy
done-
chain?
No heavy chain. I'll
We
mark
have the
it down.
25 foot already.
Oh, so we don't. Okay, so we
So
don't.
So we keep
I
the
don't know
25
what's the
foot.
normal DM that we can buy just normally.
You ask me questions.
Okay, yeah. So
Maybe it was on the econ sheet.
there's
There
light
is
and heavy
something
chain is all
on
on
the
there.
econ
Yeah.
sheet.
I bought heavy chain, so I bought 25 feet of that, which is 75 pounds.
It's per feet, so he doesn't. Koibu hasn't given us approximate length.
No, I think it's like a. Oh no, it
Yeah,
is
so just
approximately like.
think of the weight. So heavy
Yes.
chain, you want to be able to move it. So how much pound can you reasonably move? 60.
Yeah, I mean, okay.
That'd
Is this
be
for Reuven or for everybody?
Well, just like think about it. Like how much does it weigh, and how much can you have and still move it properly?
I get you.
Like Oliver is super strong, so Oliver probably more, but Reuven, I think 75 pounds for Reuven is like really heavy.
so. That's 25 feet. That's
Yeah.
what you asked about. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Think about it. Like, yes, let's use that logic to decide on the length.
Yeah.
If you need 80 feet of chain, you can have 80 feet of chain, but then that's what 240 pounds. So
Yeah.
who's moving that?
A portable hole, right?
I think it's if we actually want to utilize it though.
Yeah,
It gets a
for
little bit
using
more of
it.
an issue.
In the hole, it's in the hole. It's fine, but you have to get it out of the hole.
Yeah.
So somebody has to carry 240 pounds of chain.
Jeez. Oh, you
Yeah. I think 25 feet is good, just in case we actually need it, and it's not like and it's not super. It's not heavy enough. It's light enough that everyone can utilize it potentially, and it's not like I don't know if we need it, we need it. So I don't think we're gonna need more than like a fuck. I don't think we're gonna need like hundreds of feet of chain anytime soon. And if we do, then we'll have to plan around that.
Agreed.
Yeah, so let's keep
Okay,
25 feet.
we can get a rope.
Uh,
Got the chain. Oh,
just a quick thing before we skip any days. I think when we ended, Septima wanted to talk to Spila.
Mm-hmm.
Was
We kind
there
of
like
waiting outside.
because it feels like we got kind of hurried out. Was there
Mm-hmm.
like any implication of like we will got like group up and meet like tomorrow or something?
No, you basically got kicked out. Kindly. And everything else is up to you. Or maybe she reaches out, but who knows?
I think, yeah, I think some of this is sort. I don't know. I don't know how to spend it on that, but I think part of it is just at least Oliver's assumption was sort of we were just waiting outside for like until they were done. But if we want to leave, we can leave as well. Just come back.
No,
the
no,
next day.
she wanted you to leave.
Oh, like her estate. Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Okay, I misinterpreted that. Then I thought it was just like get out of the leave us get in the waiting room or something like that. Not a.
Oh no,
Okay,
no.
never
You
mind.
got
Yeah.
removed from the estate to give them
Okay, then let's
time.
go back like a.
And
Yeah, I think,
unless you go back there, for the next 4 days, they will not reach out to you.
I would have
think-
assumed that we go back the next day.
I think Oliver would just say we just go back after with our shit and then go back in a few days. Just give them some space. Yeah.
yeah, I think giving them a few days is better.
Yeah. So we just buy our shit and then do that later, heal up and then go back. If you're cool with that.
Sure.
All right.
Alrighty. Then a few days of shopping later.
I think is it okay if I get spells and heal back up to full and everything like that? Since we're healing what the fuck? I don't know how much. Actually, how far down are you, Ruben?
I need since I gained 3 HP from a level up.
Mm-hmm.
I guess it doesn't matter. I am 1 plus 6, 7 HP away from max HP.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll heal you one day and then I'll heal myself the next day then. And then I'll just look at spells and see which spells I want to take.
Oh yeah, I have more spell slots now. Oh yeah, I was supposed to think about level up spells. Fuck. I
Oh yeah,
forgot.
that's a question I wanted to ask you as well.
Oopsies.
Oopsies.
Wait.
Hmm.
Oh, I have to take level 5 spells.
Oh no. Unless you want to finally switch to 19 int.
No.
DM, I had that small thing. If Uzma, you want a moment to think about your spells, or if you're ready already. Reuven wanted to bring one of you, so maybe Oliver, to a clothing shop and see if we can custom order very heavy warm clothing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oliver, what
you can do that. It's gonna be heavy. So let's quickly check. There's like the well, clothing. The fur cloak weighs 30 pounds and the normal cloak weighs 10 pounds. So let's just go with that and multiply the amount of money that you have to pay for any heavy and warm things. Multiply the weight by 3.
Okay.
And then... Ooh,
I
that's
just-
like super... Why is the fur... Oh, the fur cloak is so expensive because of fur. Ooh, that's like really expensive. It's like 50 gold.
That is really expensive.
Ooh. So that's gonna be a lot more money than expected.
That's why I took Oliver with me.
Your cash cow.
Okay, so how much should we How much would we pay for that? So if it's just the fur cloak is 50 gold, they're all gonna want one. I'm just writing this down really quick. So one.
You have to like custom order things, and they need to get the fur and things. It's gonna take probably take like 2 weeks or so until the clothes are finished, and let's go with like 100 gold per person, and then you've set.
Okay. I will mark off 30 platinum, 300 gold, and just I'll get the order in, and I'll write down the receipt.
Right. While Mr. Wizard is looking for spells, is there anything else you two or one of you wants to do?
I have an idea. I have something in my. If you want to have, if you have something, Ruben.
You can go ahead, but I just rechecking. It was 2 weeks from now. What date would that be in game, DM?
That would be Tuesday in the second week of October.
Okay, thank you. Oliver, go ahead.
Yeah, I just wanted to, while like we're like in between doing shopping, like once we get all the orders placed and get all that stuff out of the way, and like during the few days, is that Oliver just kind of like peruse the city to see if he can find any of the cleric people that he met here before, if they're in the city at all. Not super high odds, but if we got nothing else to do.
Where are you looking for them?
So he went to that one inn that we found that we met them in before, like in the merchant district, and then after that he's going to go basically perusing like the temples, the what's it called, like the where people are where people get sick, maybe help out a little there if no one's there, and then like kind of peruse some of the inns and that sort of stuff as well. And taverns
Let's
too.
see. Who do you find? You find someone, which would be so one more die. It's Chris.
Oh shit, nice.
Chris is in Barrios. You meet him, funny enough, at the temple.
Nice. Is he helping or praying or kind of chilling there?
Doing priest things.
I'll go and I'll go and introduce, and I'll go say hello when it's not like a terrible time to introduce myself.
Yeah.
It's not
Once you enter like the temple, he sees you. He comes over and says, "Well, hello. Long time no see."
Yeah, it's been a little while. Yeah, just got back in town after a journey.
Where have you been?
Out east.
Danger country.
Made it back safe and sound though. Anything? How's the kingdom been up to in the meantime?
Ever since the Inquisition has been stopped, we have spent time around helping out people. There was some more rebuilding part of Barrios, but we got done with this pretty quickly. A lot of helping hands.
It's great to hear.
And now I'm sticking around a bit, seeing what's going on, helping out a bit. The amount of people looking for magical healing is surprisingly low.
That is actually kind of surprising.
Then again, there's not too many dangers in here, so.
All like thinks to himself, he's like, huh, that's good. Good to hear. Yeah.
Have you found anything new about our deity, about how all of this works?
I think I'm inching ever closer to it, but nothing new at the moment.
Well, nothing new on my end either.
I actually wanted to ask, since I ran into you, is that I was planning on I'm not sure if I got approved yet by the Torrega Council, but I was planning on building a monastery in that county, and I'm not sure if I have the gold for it. I'd obviously build for it, but I wondered if you wanted to, I'm not gonna be able to oversee it all the time, so I was wondering if you'd be able to help out with that if the need arises.
Could you
Not
tell
all
me a
the
bit
time,
more?
obviously.
A monastery. What's your idea?
Well, the idea being is that you know how everyone kind of doesn't really know what's going on. Like all of our people, they kind of felt a little lost, and I felt like it would be better if there was a place to congregate and I guess like learn, like not necessarily be there all the time, but to be a place to come to where you can like trade information and help out if need be, help each other out. So a place of, I guess, like gather information and resources.
Just for us or for all?
No, just for followers in general.
Oh. Could be an
I guess
interesting
maybe it might start
idea.
off with just us to start with, and then like expand it from there. But as like people get more of it, I feel like if it was at least to start with, might be a bit overwhelming if everyone knew about it.
You're thinking about acolytes as well? People
I think
who live
so,
there
yeah,
with
it'd
us,
be-
help us
Mhm.
plow the fields, herd the animals.
Oh, of course, yeah. It's just yeah, I'm not sure if I have the money for it anymore, but if I do, it would be nice to start with. At least put a payment down for it.
Sounds like an interesting idea. I would most definitely like to visit the place. And if you need help, I guess that's up our alley, isn't it?
I guess so. Well,
If you come across Nell, I guess she would be willing to help as well. I think she traveled somewhere west.
that's
Not
good
quite
to hear.
sure.
Yeah, I think I'm traveling west as well at the moment, so hopefully I'll run into her. Anyways, let her know about the idea if you see her before me, though.
Yeah, I will.
Alrighty, well, I'll leave you be. I'll leave you to it then.
Thank you for visiting. Hope to see you again soon.
Oh, same here. I travel around quite a bit, so feel free to. I feel like I'm quite easy to find, so feel free to introduce yourself if you come across me ever.
Quite easy to find
Or-
on the east, I guess not, but
Out there, maybe not, but if you do truly need anything, I'm sure we can get in touch.
great.
All right.
Bye bye.
From there. Yeah. Waves them off and leave. Yeah, that's about the only thing I really needed to do.
Ruven, anything else?
Nothing I can think of. Just doing all the shopping and such. Maybe he went on a walk one of the days to the bounty office in Barrios. As I recall, Reuben's old friend was there. Someone like very early on had made friends with the bounty officer there. So I think he might, in the days we have here, check up on her.
Helena.
Yes.
Yeah, you can check in with her. She's pleased to see you. Nothing much going on at the moment. There's some few like random bounties if you're interested, but it's like, oh,
Yeah, probably not. It's just he goes to chat, have some tea, have a nice afternoon.
yeah, totally fine.
But that is all from Reuben.
Okay. Which brings us back to Mr. Wizard. Have you found the
Roll
spells
time? Yes, I know everything I want.
already? What do you want?
Advanced illusion.
Can you even learn that?
What do you mean?
You're not barred from learning Advanced Illusion.
No, I know what I'm barred from. I can learn advanced illusion. It's not an abjuration or a necromancy spell.
Say 5th level
So-
spell.
Yep, 70 or lower. Bam. Got it.
Great.
And next, dimensional anchor, which is
Cool spell.
alteration. So, wait. What? Okay, whatever. Alteration, so I need 95 or lower. Bam. Ease.
So close.
And then finally monster summoning.
Ooh.
So I
Which one?
need
Monster Summoning 3.
yes, monster summoning 3. So I need 70 or lower.
Summon.
Damn.
Look at that!
Exactly. Alright. Good one.
Thanks.
Monster Summoning.
You don't love it?
Did you... What was the monster summoning you used from the scroll once? The one that was so amazing.
I think it was a toad or something.
Yeah, but which level
I
was
don't
it?
remember which one it was.
I don't know.
It was like
Just
3 or 4 or something.
I think it was like high level.
But I think now with my tiara, I can communicate with my monsters. I will try one day to listen to an animal speak, and I'll try to speak to an animal.
Yeah, maybe. Alrighty. Here we are. After Osmar has spent 3 days scribbling down things in his books, being annoyed by anybody who knocked at his door, he has managed to learn new amazing secrets of the arcane.
Yes.
And he emerges from his room, sweaty, unshowered.
No, I'm not sweaty and unshowered.
Yes, you are. Now you have to take a shower before you are presentable to the public again.
Damn.
But fortunately, you are in the honeypot, I assume, so you can take a bath.
Yeah.
It's fine. Not an issue. Party reconvenes. Oliver, did you spend the time in the honeypot as well, or did you go to the
of
cheap
course
broke
not.
ass inn?
Of course not. Cheap broke ass
Okay.
in, yeah.
Okay.
What do you mean? We just spent a bunch of money. I can't, like... We're not bringing in any money, and also, I just... Why waste it? You don't need to go there.
Yeah. Okay. Well then.
Actually, no, what? He did it the first night, just to clean up, since we've been out east, and then after that, he didn't go there.
You
Gotta be
cleaned up
preventable.
at Nerina's hut.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, never
Magic
mind. Then.
honey, magic
Yeah, that's right.
whirlpool.
Yeah, never mind then. Zero days in the honeypot then.
Okay. Alrighty. The group gets together and decides to do what?
Do we want to check back in with Septima and Spila, or just want to leave them be for now and let them reach out if they need anything?
Sorry, what? Oh yeah, I
you-
think we should probably go meet with Spila and them.
Okay. And then okay, I'm cool with that.
I mean, I feel like that was kind of the implication.
No, yeah, I just wanted to make sure that that's what everyone wanted to do.
Alrighty. You make your way back to Septima's estate and knock at the door. Get greeted by the butler who says, "Oh, hello. The lady's not here at the moment."
Oh, do you know when she might be back in?
That's above my pay grade. Do you want to leave a message?
Like you smart.
What?
Do you have a message to leave with her? I don't particularly have anything to say.
What do you mean? What happened?
I guess we could wait until tomorrow morning and leave the message of we'll be waiting in tavern thingy. So if she has something to tell us, she'll know that we're waiting tonight.
I think it's a good idea, Ruben.
But if we want to, if we don't really care, we could also leave, I guess.
I think Usmar wants to talk to them, so I think we can wait a few more days, at least another night, and see if she comes back. Yeah, so we'll get at least Oliver. I'll give him like the address to the honeypot for them, and they'll pick him up if you need be. Or you just wait
Okay.
outside, I guess. You can just loiter outside, I guess, for the out there. Like we just be around the area.
Okay. So nothing productive gets done that day.
Yeah, it
Seems like it.
Yeah.
Proven mothers that maybe Sibila took her on a grand adventure. Maybe they went poofing around all around the world.
I wouldn't put it past them.
Maybe, yeah.
I think we can maybe give it another night or two, a day or two, and then they might just actually be doing a lot of catching up.
Okay.
All right.
You have the other means to talk to them, right, Tusmar? It's not the worst.
I'd be
I
shocked if
do
they don't
not.
have I'd be shocked if they don't have a means to communicate with us. If
They
need be.
don't.
I
Neither of them, do you think?
Maybe Spela does.
I mean, imagine she can do that magic that communicates from long distances. You too, right?
Maybe.
Probably. Oh well. Either way, we know where to find them if need be. I think we'll be. If they're
What?
busy doing stuff, then we can just find them. We can just talk to them another point here.
I shake my head.
Was there something you desperately needed to talk to them about, Usman?
No, but I don't think we should lie to ourselves. We can't talk to them whenever we want. It's not
If
like
we're in Barrier,
they're made available to us.
Not all the time, but generally speaking, there's nothing else important going on, and we're in we're in the area.
I feel like those conditions are satisfied right now.
Does not seem to be that they're in the area. It does not seem because otherwise they're available. Either way, they're not. We're not able to speak to them at the moment, and I think we can wait a few days and then go from there.
Alrighty. You sleep another night.
Seems so.
Yeah, sleep another night.
Wait.
Yeah.
When I learn, okay, talk to me about the process of learning spells. When I learn monster summoning, am I made aware of the monsters that I can summon?
No.
Okay, so I don't know
No.
the things.
You know,
In
like the
that
relative
case-
strength of the monsters you can summon.
In that case, in my tavern room, I will cast monster summoning this night.
Okay. Your room has a certain size.
Yeah.
And there might be a problem with summoning things in your room.
How big is my room? I think it's big enough.
Sure, if you think so.
2d4. No, wait, that's summoning 1. I think 3. 1d4 third level monsters. My room could probably fit that.
Oh, maybe. Maybe it's like a really heavy thing that falls through the ground. Maybe.
Well,
Yes, things can go wrong. It's just all I'm saying.
then we'll deal with the consequences.
Alrighty, then give me a summon.
1d4. So now I want low for minimal chance of things going wrong. Pretty good.
Yeah, and then roll me a d20.
Bam.
You summon a thing.
What's it look like?
I have to read up. I don't know.
It's a thing.
It is sand colored, and it kind of looks snaky. It seems completely out of place, and kind of tries to bury into the ground a bit, but with the ground being out of wood, it's impossible for the creature to bury into the ground. So it
I-
slithers around and it's like it's a large creature. It's two of them,
Wait.
technically speaking.
Wait, how big are they?
10 feet long.
No. I try
So
to
you have two giant sand snakes in your room.
communicate to them with my tiara. I look at them and say, "Do you understand me?"
They look at you and stare at you blankly.
Do you
And
know
then
how
slither
to?
around a bit more.
Do you know how to communicate? Do you speak any language?
They slither around. Then one of them looks at you.
I
Tries
pet
to.
it.
One of them hides under the bed. And with hiding under the bed, like the front part of the creature, like that's moving in a direction, it like moves under the bed and then stops. So the last 8 feet of the creature is still outside.
I pet the creatures.
Yeah, they are scaly, sandy, like rough, like sandpaper, but like hard sandpaper.
Yeah.
They seem not to react to your petting.
Okay. Yeah, I chill with the boys until they get poofed into the shadow realm.
Yeah, as the one has hidden under the bed, it stays there. The other one, like, scurries around a bit and then buries its face under the carpet. And stays face under the carpet. From time to time, moving deeper under the carpet. Yeah. Minutes go by and then they poof, leaving behind particles of sand.
Nice.
Great.
I'm happy with that.
Yeah. Yeah. With your sand friends gone, your room is empty again. You miss them.
I do.
And after a rough night of sleep without your sandy friends, the next day comes. You want to check with Septima again? She's still not here. Is there any discussion about what you want to do from here, or you?
We probably discuss it in the morning table.
We all meet
So
up
what's the
somewhere.
plan? Seems like the losers ain't here yet.
They do appear to be busy. I think we're gonna start. I think we just. We just want to leave and just start heading towards the west now.
The what?
I know, yeah,
Okay.
didn't you? It seems to be like Spila mentioned the lighthouse a bit, and I've seen the lighthouse in my dreams a little bit, but
What are you seeing?
I don't know. It was on a boat, and I saw a lighthouse. That's about. It was a while ago.
You were
but-
on a boat
Yeah.
and you saw the lighthouse?
Yes, I didn't make much of it at the time. But
What was on the boat? Was it a big boat?
I don't remember the details specifically, but it was
Did you have friends on the boat?
it seems to just be I don't know. There just seemed to be a boat that I didn't really remember. It was just like a very brief thing about it. All I did was just heal someone or help relieve their sickness. And then I just saw the lighthouse in the distance, and that's about it. No, I was feeling sick. That's what it was. I'm misremembering.
Okay, well,
I don't know, but it seems that Nier was looking into it. Spila didn't know who is interested in it, which is, I don't think she seemed interested in a lot of things, but that was one of the things that piqued her interest about the area. And yeah, I don't know. It seems to be like we've never been there either. Has 5 years been there actually? I've never been there at least.
What do you think, Ruben? You spent a lot of time there. In those
I've
areas, at
never.
least.
To be honest, I don't even know what it is still. I've heard you talk about it. I don't know what it is.
I
What?
just know it's a
It's just a
lighthouse.
big tower in the distance. What?
I guess so.
What reason is it to be built there and then left alone? I don't. I, I really. It seems quite interesting, but I've never been near it. And it seems to be. There's lots of it, interesting points about it. There seems to be multiple places and people that have talked about it, so I think it might be a fun, calm thing to do and try.
Do you think there's any dragons there?
Probably not, but I don't know where they might live.
They do apparently like high places.
It might be why it's so mysterious. There might be a dragon there. Who knows?
If there is, we'll slay it.
It's like a weird look.
Yeah.
I mean, only if it's evil, right?
We'll talk about maybe.
How long does it take us to get to Tarega?
I think like less than a day.
Yeah, it takes us approximately half a day.
Yeah. Yeah. 75% of a day, pretty much.
Okay. Well, I have some scrying devices prepared so I could look for Nier, see where she's at.
I don't mind that. Or we can see if she's busy. What she knows about the lighthouse, that she looked into it or was looking into it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll go into my room for some privacy for my 10-minute ritual. I don't want to be casting in public.
Alrighty.
And I was sending Nier me and the boys are heading to the lighthouse. Where are you at? Do you wanna come or nah? P.S. I am the goat. Send.
Hello, goat. I am in Tarrega County. Lighthouse is weird. Traveling to links if you want to meet.
Traveling to Lynx? Where the fuck is Lynx?
Links is one of the towns south of Tarrega.
Okay.
Okay.
I tell the boys. We can head there now. We can meet up today. Maybe.
Sure. I'm fine with that.
Sounds great.
Alrighty. So, somewhere early, sometime before noon, you grab your things and travel to Links, or do you go to Tarrega and next day to Links?
Probably just to Lynx, right?
We can
Yeah,
make it in one day,
can
it's
make
fine.
I'm cool with just going to Links anyway.
Making my way.
See if there's anything interesting on the way.
Oh wait, I got an extra 3rd level slot as well.
Nice.
I forgot.
Alrighty. Osmar, you notice like you're somewhat familiar with Tariga County and like the circle of villages around Tariga. Links is one of the most southern villages. There's one more South Bournemouth that's more south, so somewhere the southeast from here. Yeah. Next to Links is Little Links and Hillside East. Yeah. It's a farming town, like exactly what you would expect. Nothing particularly interesting here. Yeah. You can get there. There's an inn. The Link's Cottage.
Nice.
Yeah.
Probably wanna summon my own secure shelter though, because it's cooler.
Okay. Sure. You get to Links and assume that Nia is probably at the cottage.
Yep.
Where indeed she is.
Nice.
As you enter, the room has the familiar non-emotional state. Like everybody's just sitting there, kind of calm.
I look to Ruben. I say, how do you think people would react if I summoned monsters here?
Well, I think they'd probably run out and leave. Then after they'd gone outside the near bubble, they'd probably start screaming.
Yeah, I guess that's reasonable to assume. Oh.
Indeed.
Osmar, are you wearing this circlet now, right?
The tiara?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. When you're speaking with Reuven, are you very deliberately trying to not speak Elven?
No.
No? Okay.
Does it feel like I'm naturally speaking Elven?
You speak whatever you speak very naturally, so you have no idea what language you are speaking.
Okay.
Which, so, like, for example, now you just spoke in Elven with Reuven. Which means Oliver was unable to understand what you said. Unless maybe Oliver understood the word for monster. But, well. Here you are, in the cottage, Nia sitting at one of the tables.
Yeah, give it more like a weird look in the sense, like not a look, but like a look of like I have like no idea why he's speaking Elven randomly, and then I think you start walking over towards the table.
Yeah. Nia looks up, sees you, and says, well, hello. Haven't seen you in quite a while.
It has been a moment, yes.
What have you been up to?
Oh, more of the same. A few zombies here, a few skeletons there. But it has been calm. No great quests lately. What have you been up to?
Slaying dragons, summoning ancient wizards. Same old, same old.
The ancient wizard by chance undead?
I don't know. I don't think so.
Okay. Just checking.
Well, I'm guessing if they were, you'd probably know by now.
I don't know of the existence of every undead.
Really?
Not
No.
even the most powerful ones.
I see shadows in a distance, but I don't quite know what they are. And until I've been told that I have to go there, shadows in the distance. Speaking of shadows in the distance, you told me you're looking into the lighthouse. Have you found anything interesting?
Nothing at the moment. Just more so the fact that we're just interested in it. I feel like. But we
Why?
haven't found anything specific.
Why are you interested in it?
A few reasons, I guess. We got someone that we recently met was interested in it for a reason that's intrigued me, at least. Because they weren't interested in a lot of things, and yet they were interested in the lighthouse. As
Has
well as
that
the fact.
has the time you met this person by chance been in the last week?
Yeah.
About, yes.
Have you written down why it was interesting?
I look at Oliver.
Looking at my notes again.
I mean, has Oliver written it down?
Oh no, yeah. It seems to be something that's. Oh no, I didn't read it. I did not write it down. No. I got my brain over here. It's written in my brain that it's not very reliable.
You will
It
probably
seems to
quickly
be.
find out how unreliable your brain is.
Yeah.
Ooh.
When it comes to the lighthouse.
Why?
What does that mean?
We live in a kingdom that clearly has a lighthouse marked on the map, and somehow nobody knows anything. Have you ever noticed that?
Yeah, I mean, people just probably don't bother. People don't bother with a lot of shit around here. There's not even a port there.
Yeah, still.
That does beg the question: why do we have a lighthouse? We don't have a port, though.
And you
Excited enough yet.
probably that isn't the first time you have thought about the lighthouse. And yet, you don't really know anything about it, do you?
No.
And if you
I don't thi-
let time go by, come next week, you still know nothing about the lighthouse. Probably
Unless
not
we
even
go
why you're
there.
interested in it.
I think Mr. Oliver here had like a dream or something.
Did you know?
Not in the sense that Usmar is maybe a little bit different what Usmar means, but yes, I've seen the lighthouse before. I don't. It just seemed to be that I was on a ship and there was a lighthouse in the distance. It's about as much as I know about it.
Any emotions about the lighthouse that you can remember?
No, we were. It was behind us. The only thing I remember is that even in that time I didn't even know who. I was still wondering who built it.
Wait a moment. Reuven's eyes blink a bit. And he comes to you, Oliver, and whispers, "Is okay to talk to in front of Nier about your condition of
It's
reincarnating?"
fine. Yes, it's fine, Ruben.
Okay,
It's
so he's speaking in full voice now, or just enough so the party can hear. The last time, or the memories that you have, should have been from your the last champion of your god. Yes,
I think it is the previous two.
right. But the last one that was before the gods went away, which was 1,000 years ago.
I believe
And
so.
now, which means that lighthouse was there 1,000 years ago, at least.
And they didn't know who built it then, it seems like.
But the person who pointed it out to us in the map 2 weeks ago, that it was weird that it was built there, she lived 1,000 years ago.
And Nia looks up.
The,
Who lived 1,000 years ago?
the
It was just this one undead guy that we met.
we don't think she's undead.
You meeting undead without me? That's almost offensive.
At least from the description, I'm not even sure if they were undead. They're long lived.
You
Yeah,
do
these-
realize that the things you three are saying don't fit together, right?
Intelligent undead are able to mask their appearance, so we haven't been able to confirm their status of undeadness.
But we don't think she's undead, right, Oliver?
I don't think so. At least from what Usmar said, it was just magic that kept her safe. And I don't know the details. If that's it.
Yeah, jokes aside, she's probably not undead.
No, she's not. Don't you don't have to worry, near.
I don't worry.
There we go then.
Ooh.
But as I was saying, something is not adding up here.
Yes, it's either older than it's either older than the previous kingdom that used to rule out east, or as Nir said, people just forgot about it.
No, you misunderstood me. People did not forget about it. People are forgetting about it.
I see.
But what does that mean here?
Well, I realized at some point that I was looking through my diary, if you want to call it that, and noticed that months ago, at the time months ago, I had already written things about that lighthouse. But I did not remember that I wrote these things. And then I wrote that down, and going back some later time again, I once again noticed that I had already written down about a lighthouse, and I remembered that I had written down that I forgot something, but there's something about that place that is slipping away. As I said, it is weird.
So you just so people are just actively forgetting things about that place.
Well, actively not remembering things, it's hard to say, but
Yes.
you can somewhat get the knowledge back together once you realize that that you're not thinking about it, but it's not really staying in your mind that much.
If you don't mind me asking, why are you looking into it to begin with? If you remember.
As I said, shadows in the distance. Dark shadows.
So something undead related.
That's the guess.
And it's making, I guess, not just you and everyone forget about it or not remember it.
Well, that's one answer. The other option is that the things are not related. I do not know of any undead that would be able to make you forget things.
So the undead is just capitalized on the fact that Just the lighthouse itself. It's just an aspect of the lighthouse itself.
I don't know.
That was just a guess, but so you just want to be left alone. That's a good place to go if everyone just forgets about it if you go there.
Yeah.
Did you try to go into it?
No. As as I said, the shadows in the distance, they are visible to me, and I do not think that I would be able to survive that place.
Alone or just in general?
Maybe both. Maybe hard to say. As it is with all powerful creatures, they're able to kill you. They're probably able to kill you even if you're not alone.
That's fair.
Do you? This is not talking about the lighthouse, but do you know if there are any shadows in those hills west of Port Bream? Have you seen anything there? I think there were news of some sort of things happening there as well.
The shadows aren't that concrete. Maybe I have not been there in a while. Could be, must not be.
Okay. But it's good to know that there is very powerful undead at this place then.
Probably.
Do you think it would be suicide for us to go there, or?
Nah.
Aren't you by now used to suicide missions?
Used to is the wrong word. I don't think you ever get used to it.
I heard about a story when you went east with a friend of mine and almost died.
Did we almost die? I don't think so.
Which story did he tell you? Did he tell?
He might have hyperbolized the story to get like respect or something. Try to make you jealous.
I don't think Kaliran is the type to hyperbolize things, but
And I'm not the type to be jealous.
I shrug.
It might
Either
be
way.
our perception of what is dangerous and suicidal is changed over time.
we might have gotten more comfortable with doing more dangerous things.
Yeah, you might have. Or maybe dangerous things are not that dangerous anymore. No, maybe you just hubris. You think it's not a suicide mission because you survived.
Maybe.
Our
That
minds
is
are
the
weird
way.
in that tape.
I think we're good. I think it should be easy. We can make it there tomorrow. We can go investigate the place ourselves, and we can, say what this whole forgetting thing is about.
Unless you forget about it.
Yeah, but I'm sure that while we're in there, we can't forget. So if we just never leave, we'll never forget.
Who knows? Maybe you forget everything once you get there.
That would be unfortunate.
It would, wouldn't it? Especially for you, Mr. Wizard.
Someone else
All
will
your
have to lead the
training
way.
for nothing.
No, it'll be easy to recover.
I do think that it would be good if we took like staunch records if we do plan on going there though. Just so we don't forget things. or it makes it harder for us to figure out things.
Sure. Do we have paper? My spellbooks are not
We
being
can
written on.
we can go back to Torrega. I'm pretty sure we can pick up paper in Torrega and more Port Barim on the way there, somewhere. In one of the bigger cities.
Sure.
Well. Want me to accompany you?
If you feel comfortable doing so, I don't think I would mind. I just don't want. If you said yourself as a suicide mission, I wouldn't want to put you in harm's way that way.
Have you had any dreams of this place?
I don't dream.
Right.
At least not anymore. So let's
yes.
say maybe, or
If you are comfortable, if you want to come with us, I wouldn't mind you coming with us. The more the merrier, as they say. Especially when it comes to undead.
uh, do you have a boss for me? Maybe.
We could do some more.
Something like that.
Something like that works, I guess.
Alright.
How full is our portable hole?
Pretty full.
Pretty full, I'm guessing. Yeah.
Dude, I can't even. We can't even teleport then.
We can just spend 2 days writing there.
Yeah, but it's in such a perfect position.
Oh well, that's fine.
I don't. Teleporting with the whole thing seems unneededly dangerous.
No,
I think
it's
we
safe.
can just. Oh, we can maybe almost teleport normally now since you got an extra level, so you can carry more weight now.
No, it's like 50 pounds more, I
I
think.
thought it was like 150 pounds per level. Oh well, I'll look.
Well, even in that case.
Yeah, I gotcha. Yeah, we can just ride there normally then.
It is
Alright.
150 pounds for each level above 10th. So, total of
250.
400 pounds.
Yeah, we're close, but not.
It's like almost
I
whatever.
Yeah, I'd have to drop a lot of weight. That's fine.
Alrighty. The plan for the next day has been started.
Sure.
I really need to go pee, so let's take a quick break
Yeah.
here.
Yeah.
Yeah,
All right.
Brrr.
B&B.
Hello.
Hello.
Oh boy, are we going in for another big fight?
We're going into the breach immediately.
I guess we didn't really have like a big boss fight.
No,
Last
just
time.
I mean, we kind of did, but it was with the golems and shit.
Yeah.
It's all right. At least we don't have to worry about using all our gear because it's just incorporeal creatures,
Mm-hmm.
or I guess like undead. So it doesn't really. We're not taking any prisoners.
Do we?
But no, didn't have a boss
But
fight.
it didn't feel like a boss fight.
I mean, to be fair, it was. I mean, to be fair, that you did just first like strike the wizard dude or whatever.
Almost got
Was he
mommy
a wizard?
rotted,
I don't remember if he was a wizard or not. Yeah, true.
mauled by clay golems, but no, totally not a boss fight. No,
You're
it's
fine. I don't know what you're even talking about.
Only survived because of Deus Ex Machina things, but okay. Totally not a problem. Everything was under control.
It
That's
was
completely fine,
all
okay.
on control.
Yeah,
I
totally.
don't know what you're talking about.
Nobody was afraid of death.
No,
Nobody was
not
making
even
plans
for a
for
moment.
solving death problems. No, no.
Not even for a moment.
Yeah.
You know, if I
And
take
again,
off all my armor now, I now have.
Randomly stabbing the creature in the grave is always a good idea, you know?
Yeah, yeah. I regret nothing, and I believe
Totally.
I did everything the right way.
Yeah. Everything worked as intended.
Yeah.
Nice.
And by the way, I don't, Skits, if you had this other potion of strength, or
I
did
did
Usma
not.
have it?
I think Usmar had it. I have the.
I think I
scrolls.
asked for it, but I don't know if it was ever given to me.
Oh, okay, I'm not sure. I don't think so. I don't remember, but
It's either on me or on him, so I'll check.
yeah. Oh yeah, we have no idea what the strength of that potion is either.
Oh, I don't remember if Ruben told either of you, but we did get the Ring of Spell Storing fully charged, so we have another charge of true seeing, whatever that's
Nice.
called. Yeah, true seeing
Nice.
might come in useful.
Yeah, especially for fighting ghosts.
How does that spell work?
I think it's the wizard version. I think it's different from the priest version, or like they're the same but different levels or something. I don't remember. On the I think yeah, okay, that's 6th
I
level.
agree 100%.
Great.
Nice.
Since you agree 100%, do you want to get near to sleep with you in your magical hut, or do you?
Sure.
That's up to her, I feel like.
Yeah, it's up to you if you want to take her or not. Like,
Oh, I want to take her. Yeah, I'm fine with her.
alrighty.
Does everyone else want to take her?
Sure.
I don't mind having an undead priest or an undead hunting
An
priest.
undead priest.
Yeah, an undead hunter priest to help us in the undead search. In the area where there's probably gonna be undead.
She's a zombie.
Maybe. It's a half elf. It's almost as bad as zombies.
True.
The problem is now I have to. Oh god, why did I do this to myself? Ugh.
You gotta do your spells now.
Yeah.
Oh well, we have a little bit of time to do it, I guess.
Who is Aaron?
Who is Aaron?
Isn't he the ranger guy?
No. Why do I have Aaron's spellbook?
Aaron. Is it with 2 or 1A?
Erin.
Is Aaron like a shop owner somewhere?
No.
Yeah, I don't think I have an Aaron on my notes at all, but I don't know. I have no idea.
Who the fuck is Aaron?
Aaron, Reuven's teacher, maybe?
No.
A different one.
No.
Don't know.
Yeah, neither do I. That's
Uzma, did you already mark off the other strength potion from your sheets?
Yeah, use the fire giant strength, right?
I used the 17 one, yes. But I'd like to
17
keep
one?
the other one on me. The one that we haven't rolled for, that we just have.
What do you mean 17 one?
Like you
No,
roll a d20 on the fire on the potion, and
Oh,
that determines what the
okay.
strength is.
that
Yeah.
was the giant fire.
Yep.
And we have one that's just unknown.
Yep.
I'll take also the one that's unknown.
Okay. Wait, you drank the other one, right?
No, I drank the fire giant one.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, exactly. Same page.
I think it's like 3 days to get
oh,
there.
now I know where. Okay. Okay. I remember who Aaron is. Okay. Alrighty, but that's not the one that I was looking for. I was technically looking for this one because near spells are in here. Alrighty. It's not what I want.
Oh, I need to look at what this spell does. This might come in handy.
Alrighty. Oh god. Nia, what level are you even?
10.
Not quite, not quite.
Oh, did I get any chance to talk to any animals at any point?
You only
Oh, never mind.
would have been able to talk to if you wanted to look for like random city animals, maybe a rat running around somewhere, or would have to hunt them down and grab them and force them to talk with you, and then you
I
would
wanna
find
go
out
looking.
that they have too low int to talk with you.
Bam.
Unfortunately, the creature you summoned has 0 int, so there's not much talking going on. Well,
Wait, but if I summon a smart creature, then I can talk to it.
yeah, probably if you summon like an orc or I don't know, a group of goblins,
Hmm.
that's even possible.
Would I be able to buy incense in one of these somewhere?
In Terrago, yeah.
Okay, I'm just gonna mark off like 5 gold for 5 castings. I don't know how much it costs. But
Oh, we're heading to Tariga after waking up, right?
I don't know. We're heading to some big city, probably somewhere at some point. So
Are we going to? Are you planning to go to Low Bay or Tariga?
I don't really care.
Anything is probably faster than going to Low Bay because towards Low Bay you have to go through the forest.
Yeah,
Yeah.
true. So I think we just go around Low Bay.
Yeah, it's probably getting easier, faster to go to Port Raven than to Low Bay unless you. Well, it's probably the same amount of time, but the fastest way would be around the forest and then back down the road.
Yeah, but then we don't get any Fairy Dragon sighting possibilities.
That is true. But also no Fawnslingers, so.
I need to make my pilgrimage.
Okay. Right. It is morning. You have slept in your cozy magical hut outside of Lynx. Nobody dreamt anything. You are quite well rested in the morning. You can learn your spells and do whatever you want, do whatever you need, and then get ready to leave. Just have to decide on how you want to leave.
I think we just what?
Go just walk to Torrega and then summon horses after.
Why don't we just summon horses immediately?
Because if it takes us time to buy stuff in Torrega, the Phantom Seat's running.
Oh, true. Yeah, I guess we can just do.
Or I don't know.
I know the problem is it takes half a day to walk there. Like half of our day is spent walking to Torrega. I think it would just be.
Yeah,
I
I
don't know.
guess then it would be better to summon the horses.
Yeah, I mean, we could also just I don't know. If it's like actually, I'll just ask Near. Does she have any incense or burning or holy water?
She
her
most
spells?
definitely has incense.
Okay, okay. So I'll ask her if I can borrow some from her for the purpose of spellcasting.
Sure.
Yeah, it's for protection for you. Okay, I'll just take 2 then. Take 2 from her.
Mhm.
And then then we can skip Torrega entirely then.
Damn. Okay.
Yeah, I just wanted it to get protection from evil in case we needed that.
Okay.
We can probably make it to Port Breen today.
Yep.
Yeah, I move 80 now.
I can just
Maybe
summon
it's a pain in
horses
the-
for the 2
2 weeks ago.
non-horse guys and then polymorph into a cat and ride on someone.
I don't know if we can make it there entirely. I think it's 100 miles away.
Yeah, we probably can't make it all day.
We can just camp
You-
outside then.
You can make it. The others probably not because the horse poofs before they get there.
Yeah, I think we just make it to like around here and then camp up, I guess.
Alrighty. Zzz. In the middle of nowhere. You go to sleep. Well, let's see if you come across anything interesting during the day. That is a something. Which is a... Do you care about random people walking around?
Not particularly, unless like
Okay.
in danger or something.
No.
If someone's decked out in magical gear, then I do care.
I will let you know if you see somebody decked out in magical gear.
But
These people most definitely are not decked out in magical gear. Alrighty, you
then
plop
we
down your
don't care.
magical hut in the middle of nowhere. Do you... that is like the normal magical hut, right? Not the hidden.
Yeah, just secure shelter.
Okay. So a randomly wandering around group of wolves could be seeing your house and wondering what it is and try
Yep.
to eat it. Great. I assume nobody's on watch during the night, right?
I'm not at least. We're in the kingdom, we're good.
Yeah.
Oh wait, before we go to sleep,
Mm-hmm.
I would like to throw a clairvoyance up to the lighthouse.
Any more description?
I'm just trying to get like a wide view, so from above, kind of far away. So hopefully while it's still light outside.
You don't quite know where the lighthouse is.
I see it on the map, so I just don't go a little bit this way and like above the tree canopy, like pretty high up above, and then westwards from Cape Joy, and I just try to get a general view
Okay.
of like this area.
You try your best to guess. Your guesses. Okay. You can see lighthouse. It's a tower. It is large. It's quite high. Looks in bad shape. Definitely has seen better times.
Damn.
For any like really interesting details, you're too far away.
Yep. The purpose of the first scry is just to get a better second scry.
Okay. Where do you want your second scry to be?
I don't have clairvoyance prepared today, so that'll be tomorrow.
Okay. Alrighty. You go to sleep, you wake up the next day.
this time before heading off, I will do my scry.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll try to get a closer view. I'll try to like be like 30 feet to the side, kind of close to the tippy top,
Mm-hmm.
so that I can see like one side of the tippy top
Okay.
pretty well.
Yeah. Your calculation is off by a lot. You try to like get a good view of the tippy top, so you're trying to like focus your view of this, but you probably missed the height, and instead of
Okay.
seeing the top of the tower, you see ocean and
Damn.
clouds
Okay.
and a bit of forest in the distance.
Okay. Oh wait, I see forest. Okay.
Yeah,
So I
from your
missed,
view, like you're too high, so you miss the top of the tower. But you like as your field of vision gets bigger in the distance, you can see like the edge of the cliff south,
Okay.
a bit of forest, where you guess your teleport platform is somewhere around there.
Mhm.
Alright, you grab your things and head to Port Bream. On foot, on horses, on...
Wait, are we going to Port Bream or are we just going
I think
past?
we're just. I think we go to West Point, sleep there, and then go to the lighthouse the next day.
Alright.
Is everyone cool with that?
But we have
Yeah, have like
super
half a day.
movement speed on roads, right? So
Yeah, but we're gonna be like I don't do want to camp out in Cape Joy because Cape Joy is like weird from what we heard. I don't know if we want to go there.
what is this thing?
It's like a resting spot in the woods. It's
That's
like
the
it's like,
spot where the caravan rests when it's going to Cape Joy. It's like the...
No.
Oh, sorry, I focused you. My mistake.
I mean, we have a secure shelter, so I feel like we can just go like here, as far as we
Okay.
can rest somewhere here.
Yeah, that's cool too. Yeah, that works out. And we just we'll have like most of the day to be at the lighthouse then. Yeah.
'Cause I don't want to
Alrighty.
prepare phantom steeds the next day.
No, I get you. Yeah, that works then. Yeah.
Okay. You make your way to the camping spot. Skipping any cities, towns, anything. Now let me just quickly check. This would be on Saturday if you're running into the caravan. Could be. If I find it.
Fortuitous timing.
This is an even week.
Oh, also,
Saturday.
I can remember.
No, you don't run into the caravan.
Do you have parchment and writing tools, Uzma?
Oh, right. That's one of the things that we were supposed to buy. I don't.
Oh.
How does fabricating wood work? Can I fabricate like a bunch of pages, or would one page cost one fabricate?
I don't think you can fabricate paper out of wood.
Okay.
Oh well, I guess.
We can go to Cape Joy, can't we? That's a city. That's a town.
I don't know if they have paper there though. I guess we can just check. Can't hurt to check there. Yeah.
You know, it's Cape Joy. Nobody knows what they have there. It's like
That is fair. Yeah.
it's that type of place.
Yeah. Well, I guess
Do
we
they
can
even
stop
have
by and, like,
houses? Who knows?
Are we planning the next day to just fully walk?
I actually still have 32 pages of paper.
Oh, okay. We're perfectly fine then.
What are we planning to do the next day?
I think I guess we're walking to the lighthouse. I think.
30 miles away.
Yeah, we're on road, so it's 50% more, or 50% more than normal movement
We
speed.
can travel
32 miles. No, 36 miles.
So do we just travel to Cape Joy today first, and then next day, because otherwise we're gonna arrive like at the end of the day.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So we just go to the weird Cape Joy.
Okay. Alrighty. You make your way. Ah, wait. Before you make your way to Cape Joy, you are in prime troll territory. So let's give it a quick troll check. Okay.
Oh God. Wait, is this
Ain't
like,
no
is this
way.
We're near dies too, or potentially dies? all the void,
Always
all the void people have to die to trolls. Like have to get a run with trolls at least once.
That is not a troll.
That's good. It's a dragon.
It's hill giants. No.
Roll initiative.
Alrighty. Yeah. Nobody's on watch during the night, right?
I think. Oh yes, like are we amending that we're staying in this spot and going to Cape Joy instead? I don't remember if we're doing that.
No, I think we're staying the night in this spot. That's
Okay,
confirmed.
okay. I just want to make sure. Okay.
Reuven says we can be at watch, or we don't have to. Up to you.
Okay. I think we should be on watch because we're in the woods, and this is troll woods.
Well, normal watches then.
Normal watches then. Alrighty.
Yeah, I
Who
got spells,
is
I'm good.
on first watch?
Mr.
Reuven.
Reuven.
Mr. Reuven. Reuven, give me a perception check.
Okay. Let's see. D20 plus that roll. Ooh. What's the extra brackets for? But does everyone see that roll?
Yeah, it's I see it. Yeah.
Interesting. Why does
I see how the macro formats it.
I'm using this still using the dice roller, but dice roll is different now.
It might just be if you want to add modifiers to it. It might have that for some reason.
Seems like just the formula is just the normal.
It's not doing that for me.
Wait, what?
No, we just clicked
I'm not
something
sure.
weird.
Yeah, I don't know. Oh well.
If you use the advanced roll,
Uh-huh.
seems to use that. Interesting.
Oh, yeah, that's how it was. That's how it works for me as well. Yeah. Oh well. It's just how it is.
Because of the modifier, I think.
Oh yeah.
But 31 DM.
No, they're not because of the modifier. They're just losers.
Yeah, 31. I'm just checking if you whatever sneaking around in the night is visible to you or not. Oh yeah. No, you see nothing. You see nothing.
Cool.
Super cool. Can wake up Oliver. Oliver also sees nothing.
Yeah.
Nice. Alrighty. Alrighty. I'll wake up the party. It's time to wake them up. Let Usmar and Nier memorize their spells.
And he is still trying to find out how many spells she needs to remember. Oh god, it's so hard. I'm not prepared.
Ultimar, do you think...
Sorry.
this is probably a good point to ask. If we're gonna do being a big baddie fight with a big strong undead, is what we're expecting, do we want to do the arrows of magic missiles, or is that overkill? I don't know.
If you want, I can trade it with like 3 magic missiles, but I have a lot of other spell slots. I guess I could replace these. I just don't know if we're expecting a baddie. I think our previous experience with the magic missile arrows seems to imply that they're not as useful, since some of them did shoot into Oliver, even though it wasn't like the nearest target or something.
I think that was like a reflection of the like a dragon's ability of reflection. But
No.
maybe all boss monsters have that. I don't know.
No way. I don't think dragons reflect magic missiles.
I think you might need to test that a bit more. We're not like gonna.
Maybe.
Yeah, it might be a good thing to test out during downtime at some time when we're not like just because they seem like they could be very useful, but we just don't know how they work really well. Like we don't really know like the mechanics of it too well.
Maybe.
Get
But I
some
do-
experimentation.
I do scam cast a stone skin on myself.
Fuck.
Again, cast.
Did your stone skin level up?
I don't think so. I think it's even levels.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I was gonna ask. We're fighting undead. Probably fighting undead, I guess we should say. Does Usmar want that? I guess you can't hold. Do you want to have a rock with protection from evil on it from me?
No, I'm gonna be
Okay.
fine.
Okay.
What does that do?
Makes it so you get +2. Basically, let's read it real quick. They get a -2 penalty to attack you. You get a +2 bonus to saving throws, and it blocks any mental controls from you. Like basically vampires. That is the spell verbatim. Vampire's charms. No, the protection is not prevent a vampire's charm itself, but I don't know. It's like any attempt to possess any exercise mental control over the protected creatures blocked by the spell.
That
Note
seems
the
pretty
protection does
good
not prevent a
if it,
vampire's charm itself, but does prevent the exercise mental control through the barrier. Likewise, possessing the life force is merely kept out. It would not be expelled in place. Is this the? No, that's the wizard version. I got the priest version. It's better.
So there's two things. One, if you wanna rock to cast so that you can have that on yourself, I'm all for it. But I can't have that because if I'm using a rock, I can't cast spells.
Yeah, I was thinking if Ruben wanted, because I can't cast it because if I use any melee attacks, it breaks it.
Yeah.
Oh, it breaks with melee attacks.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
that
not
was
range
what I
attacks
was
with button, but yeah, I was thinking
I'm not
because
sure how that interaction works with the shard. No, because invisibility breaks if you.
yeah, I would guess it would still break, but yeah, it's
I guess this is a good point to ask as well. Previously, we had this question of how is the application of these shards, and how can we like actually use them? Is there any way to use them besides just gripping them in our hand?
Yeah, you can strap them up on some part of your body, as
you
long
can
as
see
it's
if you
making
feel
physical
confident.
contact.
Yeah.
So if I have time to like readjust my armor, is that something possible to do, DM? Or is that
What do you mean?
like to have a gap somewhere where I can like tie the rock against my skin, like on my back?
I think you have. Don't you have gloves on?
I don't have gloves, no.
Or like something? Don't you have like? I mean, you're wearing leather
Put it in
armor.
your shoe.
Yeah,
could
I'm,
probably
I might have gloves on my armor. Sure, yeah.
shove it under something. It's not a problem. It's not super secure. Could fly out, but
Yeah, if we strip Ruben and then medical gauze strap it up to him, and then he puts the armor on, it should be good.
Worst comes worst, we just pick it up later too. If we're going into like a lighthouse, it's not gonna be the end of the world.
Okay, that's
Alright, so I
interesting.
will-
Yeah,
Yes, I'll do that. I can cast it on you then, since you're the only one. You and Usmar are the only ones who don't do aren't really are probably not gonna be the melee the entire time. And if you do, then oh well, it's not the end of the world.
Does Oliver have some natural ability to detect evil?
Yes, I do. I
Oh.
can.
no,
I
you
have,
do not.
I can detect evil intent. That's what I can. Yeah.
Yeah, but that's different.
Yeah.
I don't think undead even have intent, do they?
Depends on the undead. I think it specifically calls out undead sometimes, but like calls out like vampires specifically as like but they're more intelligent, so
Okay.
I don't know. It specifically does call it vampires in one of the descriptions though. As like they're like very that can it's like a big awareness or something like that.
An idling skeleton probably has no evil intent. A skeleton that's at the moment trying to murder you probably does.
Yeah, yeah.
But an idling skeleton is evil, right?
Yes.
Good. So I have the spell detect evil. That'll probably do.
Yeah,
better.
I do not have that. Unfortunate, that'd be a nice spell to have.
do we survive the night, DM?
Yeah, I'm just waiting for you to finish stuff in the morning and leave before.
Yeah. We're going straight to Lighthouse or is it the next day?
So our plan today, the first day, is to go to Cape Joy and rest there for the night, and then go the next
Yeah,
day.
but before that, like has 3 clairvoyances.
3 clairvoyances. Okay.
Wait, here's my. Sorry. Yeah. I try to do the same thing where I like see the top of the lighthouse.
Yeah. This time you adjusted your height. You are in appropriate position to see the top of the lighthouse, and you see, indeed, it's a roof. The roof seems to be mostly intact, and underneath the roof, you see a large metal basin with coals in it.
What does the so looking at this image here, I assume there's like a ceiling like this. Maybe it's not that round, but and then there's like the fire thing here,
Mhm.
and then there's like a thing around here.
Mhm.
What does this thing around here look like? Like, is this walkable? Is it like crumbled? Is it wood? Is it
Seems
stone?
walkable-ish. It is made out of wood.
Okay, and the wood's still holding up.
It's still there.
It doesn't look like there's no obvious monsters in the view.
No, well, there's nothing living in the view.
Okay,
It's
and
just
do I see any windows or other things to go like
uh,
into the like I'm kind of asking, is there any line of sight in towards the tower? Or
into the
not
tower.
not line of sight
No,
as in like I could see, but like
no.
okay. Yeah, then I'll use my then I'll use my second clairvoyance, hope for the best. I'll try to scry like underneath this basin, like
Uh-huh.
30 feet under the basin looking downwards.
30 feet under the basin, looking downwards. Okay. You see nothing.
Okay. Is it nothing like it's dark or nothing as in like in
Pitch
a
black,
wall? Oh, pitch black.
which probably means you are inside of a wall. Yeah.
Okay. So I'll just do the I'll do the same thing, but what wide did it look like?
Mm, up there, or like 20 feet.
Okay. So I'll scry same thing, basin 30 feet down,
Mhm.
and then wait, and then uh 5 feet to the side,
Mhm.
and then like in a angled kind of downwards
Yeah.
direction.
Still inside of a wall.
Okay. Okay, that was my clairvoyance.
That was quick.
Alright.
One thing, so if we wanted to go, we aren't fighting today, so maybe we try out this metal arcanum protection from evil plan today as well.
Sure.
Oliver,
Protection from evil uses a spell component that is currently limited, unless Cape
I have
Joy
2
has it.
castings of it.
Because I feel like there's a good chance this isn't gonna work. Looking
The
at
problem
I've
is I haven't
done
really
this
tested
before
out
in
anything.
low bay. I've used alter self on a thing and I've strapped it to myself.
No, I mean the actual spell. It creates a barrier around the recipient. I think it's gonna create a barrier around the gem.
Oh,
It's gonna like clip me,
I see. Yeah.
but maybe
Uh,
not. If you're okay, like having that spell slot like not open for the fight, that's
Yeah, I'm trying to think. I mean, we might as well just test it out now just to make sure. The problem is I
why
don't
would we
actually.
test it? I feel like we might as well just not test it and use it because it's
Okay,
minus one
that's fair.
level
That
one
is
spell
fair. Yeah,
slot.
that is
It's
fair.
like
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah, it's fair.
okay.
Yeah. We'll do
Sure.
it the next day. We'll just do it when we normally do, or we do it
Just
like.
hope for the best.
Yeah.
Don't need to be so calculated.
All right. I think we go to Cape Joy then.
Alrighty. As you leave your nice house, all of you give me perception checks. Osmara.
Wait, did I not roll?
Yeah, you roll a
do that.
22.
Oh yeah.
You notice as you leave on foot this time, you are the only one who can see behind him. So that's fortunate for you. That there is a group of 4 weird-looking humanoids following you.
Do they look like bugbears or goblins?
Oh, they look like bugbears, yeah.
Okay. Can I do the epic thing where I don't say anything, we walk forward, and then because I see them, I just magic missile behind me?
Yes, I don't see a reason why not, yeah.
Yeah, I mean they're bugbears, they're evil. Fuck them.
Yeah, you just blow one up, or do you?
Yep, I blast everything on one bugbear. Boom. And then after that, I say, guys, there's bugbears behind us.
17, that's your full damage, right?
Yep.
How many hit points do bugbears have?
Hopefully not 17.
This one has more than 17. So the bugbear survives and screams in pain as a group of 4 bugbears rushes you.
We all turn around, I'm guessing, at the screen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And let's just quickly check if one of them manages to hit Osma.
What?
Yeah.
Isn't it initiative now?
I
There's
think we're
4
just
bugbears
hammering
running at you from like running distance. I don't think you can blow all of them up before they get to you. But then they
we have
probably-
Ruby shooting too.
If I win initiative, I can.
Alright, if you want to play Hunt the Bugbears, you can.
Yeah.
Oh,
I mean,
are
if
they
they're
running
running
away or
towards me.
chasing us?
They are rushing you. They are charging
Okay.
at you.
Then I initiative.
Oh, we have fireballs. That's right.
Yeah, but they're not standing on top of each other, so...
Oh my god.
They might just
fuck
get
me.
scared away and run though if we fireball them though.
A 12. Plus your firebomb could be bad enough that they get through.
That is
What do we have? Ooh, 1 rolled a 1, so 1 is way before you. Which is unfortunately the one that rolled it. The highest attack was the first attack. So,
And
that
they're
one-
all dogging stoneskins anyway.
yeah. That one will get to you and then get stone skin. And see if one of the yellows beats you as well. 7, 9, the second one. Yeah. 2 charges of stone skin probably. And then you can murder them. It's like, it's bugbears, okay. They have hit
Ruby.
points, but it's not like they're strong creatures.
Yeah.
I burn a wand of lightning.
Wand
charge.
of lightning charge, okay. Let's burn a wand of lightning charge. Does it burn 1 or 2 charges?
I think it's 2. It's like shocking grasp was 1 and lightning's 2, I think.
One
Maybe
of
we did this last session.
lightning.
I think we
Where
did
are
this last
you?
session.
Under 1s probably. Alrighty.
So how
Unfortunately,
many did they get? 2 or 3 things on me?
2.
Okay.
Then the rest can interpose and so yeah. No problem. Just
Water them.
use those skin charges.
Alrighty. Make it to the safety of Cape Joy then.
Yeah, you make it towards Cape Joy. And Oliver, you have been in Cape Joy like once during your
Yeah.
time with the council person.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Cape Joy is a weird place. People up here, they seem happy. I mean, it's called Cape Joy for a reason. But they're also weird. They do have houses. We can confirm that. But other than this, it's like kind of a shithole, technically speaking. You don't really know why anybody wants to live up here, but people do live here.
Mm-hmm.
And they greet you, they are friendly. You being like this very charismatic person that you are, they don't want you to be here.
Okay.
That is
that's
a
interesting.
a community up here of people that live here. They don't really care too much about what's going on in the rest of the world. And you are strangers, and they are good at hiding the fact that you're strangers, but to you it's noticeable.
Yeah, we're like outsiders in their world. I'll try to like, if like doing the greetings and that sort of stuff, I try to like make it like I'll try to like subtly be like sort of imply they're just passing through basically.
Yeah, like you small talk with someone and say, yeah, hello, and say, hey, welcome. And the next question is, how long are you staying?
Oh,
Kind of
just
implying
yeah,
why are you even staying? Yeah.
yeah, we'll be in the area for like a day and then maybe come back another day and then we'll probably leave something like that. Like so, yeah, like, he'll basically like we're in the area for something and then we're gonna leave pretty quickly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They have a inn is probably a bit of a large word here. A place where one could probably rent a room, but it's more like a stable that one could rent a room in. It's not like a proper inn where you have like privacy. It's like just one large room with a few hay bales,
Gross.
hay bales.
Magic hot.
Yeah, totally.
Cool.
You
Oh,
arrive
and
like
also,
late into
okay.
the day. You've going on foot, so it's almost a full day of traveling to get there. And yeah, welcome to Cape Joy, I guess.
The most joyous place in the kingdom.
Do you want to do anything here, or you're just sitting around?
Just sitting around. I think I'll cast a stone skin. I saw, or
Reuven does mention to you, Usman, it'd probably be best if we got all stone skins. All of us got stone skins.
oh, I got a stone skin. I guess I can stone skin twice tomorrow, as long as I get to scan cast once. But it's probably better that I just scan cast one and then hold one in reserve, and then just apply it when it seems
Well, you got
appropriate.
4 of us.
Yep.
Okay, as long as most of us, all of us get it, I'm fine with that. All right, I think we're just chilling then.
Wait, so who's getting left out? Probably Nier then, right?
I think I should get left out because I have the Nier's going to be the one who's most likely to die if we're going in the end.
Yeah, but she's the least significant person to die.
Yeah, it's like in character. I'd prefer she have it though. That's all. All of her like, oh, I went, yeah, blah blah blah.
Sorry, I had to open the door. We're talking about stone skin again?
Yeah, basically one person's gonna get left out, and I think
Yeah, it would be, I think, really good for all of us to have stone skin if we're going into this.
Oliver's fine with having stone skin because I don't think there's like if we're going into like ghost territory, I don't think it's gonna be too helpful. But it's gonna hurt to have.
Yep, I think stone skins are gonna get knocked off anyway. I don't think.
Yeah. So I think like just give it to Nair because I think unironically she's gonna be like the second or third best person just because she's gonna be able to do shit to undead.
I think they're
Yes,
gonna get knocked off of her. Well,
Yeah, probably, but who cares? It's gonna get knocked off. The point of this room to get knocked off.
yeah, but the point is to hopefully get knocked off by some big hits.
Yeah, no, I get you. Yeah, it's just I'm fine. If you want, if I can't control it, but yeah, just give it to, just give it to who you want.
I call a vote in the party.
Give it to Nia.
Okay,
Yeah, Nair.
I stone skin Nier.
Alrighty.
And tomorrow I can scan cast one and then prepare one. Who wants?
Oh, Ruben can take it.
Okay.
Okay.
That
Oh
was
wait,
the
Nier
wrong
has
guy.
nap, right?
Mm-hmm.
I speak to Nier. You have that awesome sleep magic, right?
If you think it is awesome, I do have it.
Okay. Just make sure you have one of them prepared in case some crazy shit happens and we need.
I have one
Christmas.
prepared.
Oh, I love you so much, Nier.
You're welcome.
Alright, then we're good then.
Alright. You sleep in a hut outside of Cape Joy.
They probably prefer it that way.
Oh, they... Maybe. There's suspicious eyes on you at all times.
We're only here
No
for
watches or watches.
Oliver doesn't think there need to watches, but I don't know. I don't know. He'll say like he'll like give you the vibe. He'll like tell you that the vibes are weird, like in the place that like they don't want us here. They're suspicious of us, but I don't think they're gonna do anything. In terms of, like his opinion.
Also, when we make it to Cape Joy, I will switch robes and try to get used to the things before we go into the place.
Oh, you're switching out of your robe of ice.
Yeah, into my robe of
Elemental protection.
element. Yeah.
Okay.
And I'm like, holy shit, I need to
Elemental-
use my eyes. This is so fucking annoying.
That elemental robe is like essentially armor slot, right?
It's a robe.
I think it's like hard to use if you're not wearing armor, or like I don't know. I guess.
Like, could a robe go on top of armor?
No.
Okay, that's what I meant. Thank you.
Yeah,
Alright.
I don't think we need watches. I don't think we need watches.
You go to sleep. Nia does some weird shit in the background, as she tends to do. Oh.
Yeah.
And will next morning greet you with the message. I think the spell you have is nice, but might be not too useful in this place. Talking about stone skin.
Oh, okay. She says this before I prepare spells.
In the morning, yeah. Or maybe she says in the evening before you go to sleep, or like.
Okay.
She needs night for her omen reading, so she does it after sundown.
Money
No.
to tell you. Seems like we are probably fighting more incorporeal creatures then.
What does that mean?
I'm guessing it's just creatures that can go through stone skin, so I'm guessing it might just be ghosts maybe. Or I don't know. Yeah. Other undead that can go through stone skin.
Go through stone skin.
Well, I'm guessing that's what it means, is that's not gonna be too useful.
There's a multitude of reasons why it might not be too useful.
I'm just thinking that's one of them. Since we're specifically going into an undead area.
The other one is dragons, who can cast spells.
There could also just be like 20 skeletons, in which case stone skin would be too useful.
Yeah, but yeah.
No, wait. Oh my god, I'm so dumb.
Happens.
Wait, what does the robe of eyes do again? Does it let me see ethereal things, or was that the thing that it doesn't let me see?
I think it's just invisible. Let me check.
Robe of eyes.
Astral or ethereal things cannot be seen. Oh, well then it doesn't matter.
Oliver, your normal protection from evil spell would just last 4 rounds, correct?
6 rounds.
Oh, you're a third level caster?
No, because the priest and wizard version are different.
Ah,
Yeah, the priest version is 3 rounds per level.
okay, 6 rounds.
Yeah.
But that's still, in most combats, that's going to be useless.
Yeah, it's the reason I want to do it is so I can not have to spend an action in the middle of combat to do it if possible.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I think any action from yours is more effective than this protection from evil, so...
Yeah, unless we're fighting unless I know for a fact we're fighting like something that like a ghost or something, or something like a vampire or something, in which case it might be useful, but if we're just kind of like guessing we're fighting something, it's not super useful to use. Might be
Yeah.
useful to still have in the back,
Yes.
but
I'm still doubtful that the Arcanum thing will work with this, but it's worth a shot, and it's not gonna probably be effective in combat as a spell itself. So
yeah. Yeah. Okay, so I'll do that then. I'll cast on the rock the next morning and give it to Ruben. Whenever, I guess well, not even the next morning yet, so I'll wait to do that.
Yeah, the next morning.
Oh, we are? Okay, then I will do the thing where I will grab one of Usmar's Arcanum pieces, light the incense, in the casting of the spell, cast Protection from Evil, and then I will, hold the rock a little bit, just see what it feels like, and then I'll hand it over to Ruben.
Yeah. The rock is probably protected from evil.
Just true.
You are not evil. You can still touch the rock.
Mm-hmm. I'll give it to Ruben.
Reuven is
Nope,
also not evil. He can also touch the rock.
All right.
is there like a obvious barrier or something emanating from it?
Nobody's glowing in the dark. No.
Interesting. I'll, if possible, before remove my armor and put it on my have someone help me gauze it to my upper back.
Yeah, I'll help you with that.
Yeah, I will do that because I am the medical professional who knows how
That's
to
true. Yeah, that is true.
properly wrap shit up.
If that works, DM. If I feel like I can still move.
Yeah, you can still move.
Okay, great.
And I believe this is gonna be my list.
All right, you guys ready for my list too?
Go.
I got 1 Cure Light Wounds left over.
Okay, detect phase, detect phase, detect phase. Gaze reflection.
And Reuven
Just-
relates to the party as well that on his ring is the Ring of Spell Storing now has an extra true seeing. Does anyone want that? Or
Oh wait, does that give ethereal vision?
I think so.
I think it gives everything.
I think you have to spend an action to see into the ethereal plane. Actually, or it's like you have to actively look into it. Yeah, the
Terusian.
recipient can focus his vision to see into the ethereal plane of the border and areas of adjacent planes, 60 feet.
Dude, this spell is so sick.
Yeah.
Does Nier have 2 magic rings?
Ooh, what does Nia have? Nia has interesting things. I think she has
Got
2
anything
magic
recent?
rings.
Dude, that ring of spell storing is so OP.
Yeah, it's real nice.
Oh no, she only has 1 ring.
I guess Ruben will talk with the party then. I wouldn't mind being able to use the Ring of Blinking in a scary fight.
I'm comfortable giving it to Nier temporarily.
So if she has, because she would also have the Ring of Spell Storing then, but I don't know.
Yeah, I'm fine to give it to her temporarily. Letting her borrow it. So no one else is using it. You're using a ring.
Wait, how? No.
What ring do you want to give to Nia?
Spell storing potentially.
Or does she have enough spells that she's
Wait, I didn't identify the brooch at all.
No.
no?
No, Spiller told you what it does.
Oh yeah. She said that it helps against all spells. And it helps against some spells that normally can't be helped. Oh, and she says it interferes with some necklaces.
I'll keep the rings on me for now, but if we're like readying for a boss fight, I'll maybe give the ring of spell starring to Nia then.
Nia is wearing gloves, so if you want to give her a ring, you need to give it to her before a fight, so she can put it on.
Yeah.
In a fight, she can't like really quickly swap rings.
Okay.
How big of a investigation is it for me to figure out if the brooch interferes with my necklace? Can I just like cast detect magic and look how the arcane around it swirls if it interferes, or
There's the some necklaces and some spells problem, so probably you would need a bit of a better spell than just detect magic to find out these things, and
Okay.
or experiments, one of the two things.
Okay.
So somebody could cast a spell against you, and then you could like run experiments.
No.
No, okay.
Let me just check what the necklace of protection gives me. Oh my god, it's so good.
No shit.
Yeah, I
You have
keep
like
the
all the OP
necklace.
items.
Yeah, I keep the necklace equipped and the brooch unequipped.
Okay. You could give the brooch to somebody else.
Well, isn't Oliver's full on slots, right?
Full on may possess slots, yes.
Yeah.
May hold for a fight slot? No.
And Ruben has an amulet of constitution.
Yeah, can't take that off, sorry. It's giving me 8 points of con, so very valuable.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's like 50 HP basically.
And this is sacrilegious for 2 Nier's faith.
Oliver can take it if he needs it, right?
I don't have the magic item slots for it.
What do you mean?
I can only have a certain amount of magic items, and I have all my miscellaneous slots filled at the moment.
As I said, you cannot possess it, you can use it.
Oh, I made up. Okay, sorry. I
It feels. I feel like.
I feel like it's a little cheesy if I'm like.
Yeah, I
using
feel
one
like for
magic item to complete
potions
it.
and stuff like that, that kind of makes sense. But I feel like for this kind of items, it feels super cheesy.
Yeah, feels a little bit. Especially
Depends on the reasoning. Like if you just think it's like some protection, then it makes no sense. Yeah. If the item has like a specific use for the specific cause, then it might make sense.
Yeah, I feel like this kind is just kind of like in this case, I feel like it doesn't meet the, at least for me, the bar where it's like it just kind of feels like I'm just getting another item for basically free. But I feel I'm just cool someone else uses it.
I'm cool with giving it if you want it.
What description did I give you for the thing?
What
Let me
thing?
see my notes. The brooch or whatever.
Oh yeah, it does that.
Because Bela would know exactly what it does, and I'm not sure if I gave you the full list.
I'm trying to remember where I got where I wrote it down.
Wait, are these secret memes?
No.
I don't.
You should
No,
know
I'm
this.
just trying to. I'm just trying to. I don't think we got like a. I didn't write down a big description for it. I don't remember exactly what it was. I just remember it was like a scarab. I think was it a scarab?
Yeah.
Okay, that's all. That's the only thing I remember about it.
Okay. So the thing allows you to save against spells, increases your chance of saving against spells. And also the second thing, it is a charged item. It has charges. And the charges protect against level drains.
Oh, that's super useful.
No, that would be big if there's multiple drains here. That would suck.
Well, there's undead here.
I think that qualifies, honestly.
Yeah, I mean, I'll take it then. Yeah. What are we calling it?
It is a
Just-
scarab of protection.
Scarab. And okay, I will have it on my character sheet. I'll just mark it's like 1 pound for
And that doesn't interfere with the thing that you have. That
my what?
that that dragon gave you.
The gem?
Yeah.
Oh, I lost that a while ago. I got stolen.
Okay.
It literally got stolen from me.
Well, you got a new one.
I don't think so. No, she just never got one yet.
Yeah.
Maybe at some point, but for now, not really. No.
DM, I decided differently. I'm giving Nia the Ring of Spellstoring.
Okay.
I have it. I have the Ring of Blinking.
Okay.
I think we're good then, right?
Yeah.
All right.
If nobody has any objections against the plan, then we're good. Yeah.
Objection.
It's a scary place.
Yeah.
Okay. Alrighty. Well. It is 10 o'clock. You have managed to shuffle around your items. Oliver, you have to put the scarab like somewhere underneath your armor. It's a bit uncomfortable, but well, it's there.
Yeah.
Because you can't attach it to your plate armor.
That's true. Yeah.
You have it scrounged in there somewhere.
Yeah, I like pinned my clothes, and it's like nestled
yeah.
between my armor and my clothes or whatever.
Yeah, and when you move, like it pushes against your chest a bit. As I said, uncomfortable. Nia has put on the ring of space storing, has learned like what the ring does, and you're ready to go. It's a trip to the lighthouse from here. It still takes like 2-3 hours of hiking.
Okay.
But you can make your way. Reuven,
Hello.
you are the nature person out of this group of supernatural beings, right?
Indeed.
Give me a nature person check.
Right on. Let's roll a d20. 16.
Yeah, you nature really well, and as you're getting closer to the lighthouse, and you think you can see it in the distance, you like look around a bit. You're on this path, and think, no birds. In this place. That's odd. And then you look around a bit more, and also, like, there should be life around here, you know? That's like how forests work. There's like a distinct lack of anything particularly alive looking.
Reuven stops, listens, looks around, halts the party without a sign, walks to a tree, touches it to see if plants are alive.
You've seen better trees. The tree's definitely not like the most luscious looking tree or most like healthy tree. It's like a rather slim, bit weird because there's like no real good reason unless you're but you're not that high up, you know. You've seen like the trees back in the east on the mountain. Like once you got up the mountain higher and higher, like the trees started to thin as well. You're not that high up. At least you don't think so.
Reuven returns to the party and says, glancing at Nia, the shadows of death are truly here. This place is filled or not filled with life. Seems everything that is coming here is for death. No animals. The plants are dying, or as if choked. This is a grave site of very potent death, is all I can say. This is a very, very bad place. We need to be very careful. I understand our wanting to understand this. I very much want to understand how this lighthouse works, but looking at this whole area, it turns to Oliver and Usma. It's like those dead cities in the east. Almost. Starting to feel that way. And if those had that much ghouls in them, but if all of that death is coming from one place, must be some real bad undead.
Nia speaks up and says, what type of undead did you see in these places?
Reuven describes the ghouls.
Mm-hmm. I think they had like blue eyes, if I remember correctly. Or glowing eyes.
And the skeleton with the fire in its chest.
Mm-hmm.
She thinks to herself and then says, neither ghouls nor skeletons should be able to suck the life out of a place. Sounds more like a curse.
Reuven nods. It's just this place feels in a way similar.
If this is at all similar to what you saw at Easter, then I think this is all the more reason that we should deal with it. Or at least look into it.
Let us be very careful.
Agreed.
And if need be, we can take a step back and call for reinforcement.
Mm-hmm. Understandable. Agreed.
Fortunately, Nia does not have 18 int.
I do.
Yeah, you do, but you don't have undead law proficiency. So
Damn.
she checked her knowledge of undeads.
Imagine the undead.
Can
place
I
not
check her
knowing
knowledge
undead.
of undeads?
You can check your own knowledge of undead, sure. Yeah, as predicted, your knowledge of undead is limited to the undead you have met.
Yep,
It's not a skeleton, quite
but
so.
I know them.
Mm-hmm.
What is this?
Reuven says to Oliver that I'm certain there is more individuals who wish for this entire area to not be affected by undeath. It's not just us.
I understand. It's just leaving it here just to fester does not seem like a great idea. But I understand what you mean. We shouldn't be hasty about it either. It's been here for 1,000 years. It'll probably be here even longer if we. The only thing I'm worried about is that if we poke the hornet's nest, we might have time to get reinforcements.
Nia looks around and says, should we try to find out more things before we get closer, or?
What ideas do you have?
Does the people of Cape Troy, maybe they do know something?
They
Nah,
might know, but
those guys are crazy.
They might know, but I don't think they would give it up willingly. From what I've seen, I don't. They seem to be very close, close to the things.
She looks at you and then turns around and looks at Osmar and says, well, nobody said anything about willingly.
We're not going to coerce out of them. I don't think it's the right thing to do.
She looks a bit longer at Osmar to see if he says something, and then looks back at
Osmar.
Osmar and says, well, could. We don't have to.
There's a lot of things you can do, or you could do near it. I don't think there are not that many things you should be doing.
But Oliver, if there are humans here that are actively supporting the undead,
No, those are two different things, though, Reuben.
Yeah, they'd just be passively supporting undead. Oliver is a big fan of that. He's an advocate of passive undead support. That is not enough reason to use methods of magical interrogation.
We also don't need to know if they do know anything. It's just that if they do, I don't know. I just don't think it would be right to coerce it out of them, physically or magically or however. At least until we know more about it. But I don't even know. We don't even know what we're dealing with entirely. Just that it's undead related.
well, how far away? Oh, is the map semi-accurate, DM? We're approximately,
Yeah, like a mile away.
yeah.
A bit less.
Is there
probably.
any? Okay.
I do think Nier has a point, though. I think we've spent so much time fighting out east, we forget. Now that we're back here, we forget to use human resources where we can.
I agree as well, Usman. This aura that I'm detecting here, I will bet you that it's only getting worse. Right now, only the birds and the animals have left. Soon, the very grass and trees might be dead further along. Do we actually see DM? Just look the mile distance. Are there trees around the base of this tower?
You are still in the forest, like you would have to get closer.
Oh,
You
okay.
can just see like the top of the tower in the distance. Lighthouse, sorry.
This is not your regular place like we saw with the necromancer. Even that was nowhere close to the effects.
We'd go spend this day kind of because I need to sleep and prepare spells. So we could go, visit the tower, just look around it from the outside, and then go back to Joy and talk to some people and see if their experiences align, and then extrapolate further.
Okay.
Okay. So you get closer to the lighthouse.
Seems like it.
As you keep walking there, like the surrounding area doesn't change much more to what it was before. It's too unlively, but it's not like the grass starts to wet away or the trees start to die as you get closer. It's just off. Yeah. And after walking for 10 more minutes or so, you can see the base of the lighthouse appear. The base of the lighthouse has it's a larger building around the base, and then the tower starts to rise up like 100 feet, probably like 8 stories or 7 stories. The top part is like extra large because of the fire and the roof, but the larger ground building seems to be encompassing like the first 2 floors, and then the tower rises the rest up. As you follow the path, you can see it's leading towards a like, as the token has like on the map, like a small staircase to a door.
Can you describe that more? The staircase from the base of the tower?
Yeah, it's like the stack has like 4 steps or something up from the ground. Just the a door is not on the ground; it's a bit up from the ground.
Could we still keeping this similar, like a good? How far away from the base are we currently seeing this?
150 feet.
Can we keep that 150 feet range and just do a circle around the tower?
Unless you can fly, it's gonna be problematic in 2 sides of the tower.
I can polymorph. We can. I can give a quick round around the tower.
Sure.
I go hawk mode.
Yeah, and we can still do the half circle.
Yeah, there's nothing seems to be here.
Is there any other? So there's the door. First, from this angle, if we just look at this door, is the door open? Is the door closed?
The door's closed.
What's it made out of?
Wood.
Wood.
Okay.
Are there any
So
other
weird.
areas in the block or the base or on the tower itself? Any windows, anything like that?
Yeah, up the tower there are a row of windows.
The wood look like it's like well maintained, or is it like rotting away?
Looks like a good wooden door.
That is. I'll point that out to Ruben. Like that is strange. Like the near that's strange that the door is still good if no one takes care of it, as far as I'm aware.
I disbelieve the door.
Give me a saving throw as a spell.
Success.
You still see a wooden door.
Is it of the same quality?
Yeah.
Okay.
Those windows, are they like up and down, or are they all on the one floor, like around?
Up and down, but as you like move around the tower a bit, you can see that there's not only one side of windows, there's like 3 sides of windows probably.
Okay.
Or 4 sides of windows.
Taking out the spyglass to get a better zoom, Ruben's gonna take a good view on each of the windows to see if any of them are open or have any holes in them.
The first 2 you look at are closed, but they have like thick glass, so it's probably never open. The third one is broken.
Okay. How big of a hole?
That's just like a broken glass.
Is the glass like cracked, or is it actually a hole there?
Crackled. It's not a full hole, but the glass is clearly not in a good situation.
Got it. Okay.
That is also, like, if you're interested, that's on the 5th floor. Probably the 5th floor.
Okay. And all the rest, the other 2 windows I can see are fully.
So the 3rd and the 4th floor are fully closed. The 5th floor is crackled. The 6th floor, it's hard to see from your position.
Can Usmar, do you have any ways to? I'd rather we stay safe and not go too close, but to look at that last 6th floor window.
I can go fly around and have a peer in.
You can see Ruben is. I'd rather we don't go too near, but.
I don't think we need to be afraid of going. I feel like even going inside a little bit is going to be fine. As long as we don't do anything too crazy, I think we should be fine, Ruben.
He shrugs. I'm not confident. It's just, it seems like the death I can feel in the forest seems very odd. It has increased my scaredness of this place.
I understand, Ruven. It's just that if we want to deal with it, we're gonna have to go in there eventually. It just depends on when we go in and how much knowledge we have, and with who, I guess.
I don't think a quick flyby is gonna hurt me, Ruin.
Okay.
I polymorph and go fly and look around.
Yeah. Can you describe flying around a bit more?
So the tower is gonna be like this, and I'm gonna go like, whoosh, and then over here, whoosh, and
What
then
distance?
this distance here is probably gonna be like 20 meters,
Uh-huh.
so like 60 feet.
Yeah. As you fly towards the tower, can you make me a saving throw versus spell?
Oh no.
You fly towards the tower and turn around and fly back and land.
Next to the party or somewhere else?
Yeah, next to the party.
Do I recognize that a spell was affected by a spell?
What spell?
I mean, do I feel that I failed to save?
Oh no, you fly and you jump back. You polymorph back to yourself, and then you tell the party that there was nothing interesting to see.
Okay.
Aha. Okay.
Do we want to get any closer?
But we saw, DM, from our perspective, we asked Uzma to go and look at the sixth floor window that was on the other side that we can't see. And he flew slightly towards that direction and immediately turned down.
Give me a perception check at like -5.
Okay. Wait, I was rolling 4d4, so I need to fully redo my. Ooh.
You didn't really pay too much attention. Like you were looking at the tower, and then Osma flew away, and then he
Checking
came
the
back.
other window.
And
Did you see the other window, if it was cracked or open?
No.
there's nothing interesting.
Do we want to get closer and check it out, or I do want to go back to town because there doesn't seem to be much we can garner from looking at the outside.
Yeah, it's either or. Go back to the town or try to go investigate it in.
I would rather. I think I have.
Do you know what, Osma? It's probably a better idea to go back to the town.
Okay.
Do you say anything, Uzma, or do you just?
Not right now.
Okay. Reuven continues then and says, I think I might have some methods if I could find a bird and ask them a favor to just take a look, but I don't know, that would also be quite, maybe. He taps his fingers on like his sword.
Are you gonna be able to find a bird out here? You said there's no life.
Yes, we would have to go back and find a bird. And maybe even rest a day. But also, don't we have magic, or at least on the ring? And Usman, maybe you have some magics ready?
Sure, what do you mean?
Like we've done before going into dungeons and such. Looking in with the scrying magic and the magic to put eyes to send them forward to look.
Sure.
Do you know, Osma? You really think there's nothing interesting here?
Yeah, I don't think there's anything interesting, but I mean, I don't care if they want to do something, right?
Yeah, sure.
Like, I don't feel compelled to be like protective about it, right?
It's
I'm just gonna
like-
shrug.
I mean, yeah, near. Do you have the near is the ring, right? Currently.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I guess we can just like describe what we want to do near to do, which is like clairvoyance, and on like the do you want to do the first floor, like right through the front door of the room.
Probably be easiest.
Looking near. Hmm?
What exactly should I task the eyes with?
Oh no, dude, we're doing clairvoyance first,
Oh,
and then
awesome.
looking into the bottom,
Okay.
the first
Yep.
floor.
Is there any chance that I might go insane if I see something weird through the clairvoyance?
Nope.
I am not gone. I have not gone insane yet using it.
Neither have I, but I
Uh,
don't think so. If you're scared, we know just on the eyes end first.
I guess that is the same effect.
It's a pretty simple spell. I don't think you can go insane.
If you
Just
want, I
lower
can
doors
do it.
you might see. Yeah. Okay.
I guess it's fine. And then she like focuses and casts clairvoyance from the ring, and then says, "I see an empty room. It's dusty. Spider webs.
Are there stairs going up?
I can't see any from here. Maybe."
Hmm.
Some old table. Maybe a stove. Not quite sure. Opens her eyes. Seems like an empty, forgotten place.
It's definitely not forgotten though, because the wood is still good. Been here as long as we think it has. It should be gone by now. Definitely, if someone's not maintaining it.
It was just really good wood.
Maybe the people will come out here and repair the door.
Then
So
it's not
no
forgotten.
monsters
Then, is it?
squat in the place.
You
Then
can
it's
get
not
some pretty
forgotten
good
place
wood
anymore, is it?
nearby from Low Bay. It might just survive.
Maybe it's magic wood.
That's even more intriguing than why would you put a magic door in a place that no one cares about?
Maybe someone used to care about it.
Exactly. So then what is going on inside of there?
No, I think you're thinking about it too much.
Hmm.
Either way, there's nothing inside, right? So, or there's intermediate creatures inside. So, look at Ruben. Look at Usmar. Look at Near. Or do we want to start getting closer? Investigate the first floor a little bit, or
I shrug.
doesn't seem to be there's anything dangerous inside. At least nothing apparently dangerous.
It's true.
We can always send the eyes in next, and then see what it sees, and then come back. Or we can just go in immediately. I am fine with either idea.
I just think there's no way we can send the eyes because the door is closed and
Oh, true. We
the
have to go.
windows are
Yeah,
opened.
yeah. I think we have to go. I think if we want to go in, if we want to use the eyes, we have to go on the first floor anyway. So,
So you have to open the door.
look at Ruben. Are we ready? Yeah, I can go. I can be the first one to go if you're ready to go.
Hmm.
I'm not saying we scale the entire building. I'm just saying we at least get on the first floor to use the eyes, and then we can go from there. See if there's any stairs or a ladder that we can go up and then send the eyes there from there to investigate.
Oh, also, Doug, to clarify, do I feel like there's nothing interesting in this tower? Did I feel like there was nothing interesting near the 6th floor window thing?
Oh no, that place is not interesting.
I don't really want to be spending such costly resources on scouring this place. I don't know what we expect to find.
It was more like a weird look, like well, what do you mean? There's it's a place that no one has really investigated, and There's obviously some magic or some undead stuff going on here. Seems to be like just in the middle of the kingdom. It seems kind of weird to not investigate it. At least look into it a little bit.
I shrug, if that helps you sleep at night.
I think it
Indeed,
would.
it is definitely something is wrong with this tower. Most definitely, highly wrong. This is
Well, well, Oliver looks towards the party. He's like, well, no one's against it. I'm gonna go open the door.
Nia shrugs.
Waits a moment, yeah, and like starts like it's like, I guess you want to follow behind me, As he starts walking towards the door.
Reuben will follow
Yeah.
at 30 feet.
Oliver, you are up front. As you walk towards the tower, give me a saving throw as a spell.
Yep. Ooh, that's a pass if you count my magic.
The rest of you, as Oliver walks towards the tower, you can see, Oliver, you can see this as well. The door opens and a man exits the tower and like waves in your direction. And I would like Reuven also make a saving throw as well.
Okay. Rolling d20. That's definitely a success.
Osmar, you can also make me a second save. Unless you're not following.
No problem.
Okay. Yeah.
Bam.
Always got it.
All of you can like feel like this scraping over your mind as something like tries to affect you. And
I think Reuven in immediate thinks to the thing that we had, the interaction with the guy on the throne, literally 2 weeks ago, and screams to Oliver and says, "Run!" and starts running. And screams to everyone to start running.
Wait, there was a guy that waved at us?
yeah, opened the door, came outside, waved in the direction.
And then I felt like I needed to make a save.
Okay.
I would roll initiative for magic missile.
I need to. Okay. I was.
Reuven screams, "Run!"
Yeah.
Reuven-
I was
Reuven
gonna
is
say I need to.
saying-
How close are we? How close is at least Oliver is to the guy before well, what's going on?
60 feet,
distance-wise.
like distance
Oh,
from the
perfect
tower.
then. Perfect.
90
then.
feet, it's up the stairs, you have to like run around the stairs, get up the stairs. It's a
Okay.
bit
I
further.
just wanted to see if I was in detect evil intent range. That was all.
Yeah.
Okay,
it is.
I will do that then. I think that's what Oliver's planning on doing. Then while Usmar's magic or something.
Do we roll initiative, DM?
Yeah, roll initiative, see who goes first.
I think mine's a full round action, so I think it takes a minute for me to go. So mine goes last.
Osmar goes really quick with his magic missiles.
Reuven's just waiting for Oliver to start running, so.
Okay. Yeah, Osmar, you jump into action, magic missiles. 16 damage against the man on the stairs. The magic missiles strike the man clear, and he continues walking down the stairs.
Can I? Is it an action to disbelieve something?
Yeah.
Okay, that's my next round action then.
Nia's
I
standing
start
there
backing.
doing
I
maybe
start
something.
backing.
Yeah, Osmar starts backpedaling after blasting magic missiles. Oliver's just standing there focusing. And at the end of the round, Reuven, do you run away? Do you do something?
I have an already action to run once I see Oliver run. I'm not going to leave
Oh.
Oliver behind.
Okay. Oliver, your focus ends. Nothing. And next round.
Is it +3 to disbelieve?
At this point, yeah, at least +3 for you, because that makes no sense what just happened. The person was walking down the stairs. That's a D10, which might maybe roll a D20.
I mean.
That's initiative.
Initiative.
Okay, yeah. The person continues walking. As I said, walks, waves at you, gets blasted by magic missiles, does not give a single fuck about the magic missiles, continues walking down the stairs, and now starts heading around the tower.
Okay, so
Behind the tower?
Around the tower, coming closer to you, heading like around
Okay.
the tower.
Wait, so like the tower base was like is like here, and the door is like here, and we're like here, and then he came out here, and he's walking this way.
Yes.
Okay.
Basically.
okay, I follow now. I got you.
Yeah.
I think, yeah, I think I was just gonna initiative 3. You're just gonna be not immediately do anything. I don't see what the order is.
Before I disbelieve it, can I see like what does the guy look like?
He looks like a man, like older.
Okay. Doesn't have
If you want
any.
to, I have to choose if you want to disbelieve or check out exactly what he's looking like.
I'll disbelieve.
Right, what do we have? 10, 9, 7. No, 10,
a
9,
6.
6. Okay. 6, you go first, Ruven.
I'm still ready in action to run.
Okay, Oliver.
Oliver's gonna try to speak to the person and be like back like maybe like back up a little bit, like 5-10 feet, and then just be like, who are you? What are you doing? Like that. He's just kind of like very weird out by just what happened. 'Cause, like he's like just absolutely nothing comes from this thing. Which is a little weird, generally. I don't know if it's weird or nothing, but no evil intent, which is good, but it's also like, why is a man walking out of the tower and got blasted by magic missile and nothing, not phase whatsoever?
Yeah. Yeah, you speak to the man. Also, like, you heard the door open and close behind the man, and you hear him walking down the stairs. It's not like a ghostly apparition or something. It's like
Yeah.
a man walking down the stairs. And Osmo, give me a saving throw versus spell.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's nothing there.
Is that guys? It's an illusion.
Okay, Oliver will. I guess the next round. I guess.
Whatever affected our minds must have been something else. I look around.
Back off, Oliver.
I think it's yeah. Sorry.
You having understood that it's an illusion, you can like see like the shimmering, like that lets you know it's an actual illusion, but you can still like follow the illusion if you want to. You can like zone in and out between seeing what the illusion is doing and knowing it's an illusion.
Are you talking to me?
Yeah.
Okay. Then I will, knowing that it is an illusion, I will still try to perceive it and see what it does.
Yeah. Oliver does not reply. You hear Usma screaming it's an illusion. And the man like continues walking a bit around the tower, picks up wood from nowhere, and then unless you want to interrupt him.
No, I think I'm just at the point of like waiting to like disbelieve it, because this shit is weird. It's either like a ghost or it's like
Roll
fake
to
or something like
disbelieve.
that.
It's fine.
Yeah, it's either like a ghost or it's like some weird shit going on. Yeah, another path. Yeah,
You, as like Osma has screamed, as like you understand it's an illusion as well. You can also see like this shimmering form of the illusion, and like if you want, you can follow the illusion. It goes around the tower, picks up wood, which you notice because all of a sudden the man illusion thing has wood under his arm. There wasn't a wood to pick up, but he picks up wood under his arm and then heads back around and goes back up the stairs, opens the door. Not
yeah.
really.
Okay.
Opens something. The door is there all the time. It's closed all the time. You still hear the sound like dunk.
I just turn around, look towards the party, and be like, that was some sort of an illusion, I guess. You were right, Usmar?
Wait, I have a question. The earlier when I failed my save, I feel like my current experience is incongruent with what I felt like after that thing. So do I just now not believe that anymore, or do I get a new save, or like what's happening?
I will let you figure out the mental gymnastics you have to go through.
Okay.
Oliver,
like
come
it's-
back.
No, it's fine, Ruben. We're safe. It was just an illusion.
I understand it's an illusion unless it's, I don't know how magic works, but someone probably put that illusion there, either a long time ago or either right now. And if it's right now, they did it because of us.
It probably wasn't right now, Ruben. There's many spells to program illusions to act. And they'll stay for as long as you wish.
Okay. I would still, step away from the range of throwing fireballs at others from the tower.
Sure,
I
we
don't
can make sure
understand.
there's at least 20 feet between all of us.
Yeah,
25.
I'll continue on then. If you want to stay about 30 feet behind me, that's fine.
I think we should be noted, though, that assuming there is no caster directly responsible for this, they're able to set up traps such that spell effects trigger upon some conditions being met. And we have no idea how many of these traps there will be.
Mm-hmm. I agree. I agree. Is there anything that we can do prior to just at least prior to us opening the door?
I shrug.
I guess
I could-
I'll be the first one to open it then. Oh, sorry, Ruben.
I'm not sure. But as Uzmar says, there could be traps, so let's be careful.
Though I would say it is much easier to. Never mind. I say.
Let's only open the door, not anymore. More.
Yeah. Oliver takes the first step. Keeps walking towards the lighthouse after the weird man walked out. There's the front door. Like I assume we're like kind of in like a line formation, like a bit like 30 feet, like separates most of us or whatever. Yeah, and Oliver goes and opens the front, like waits before everyone gets in vision of the door, so everyone can like see him, like see what's inside. And he opens the door.
You try to open the door.
Yeah, tries. There we go.
Ah, the door's locked.
You know what? He'll just shout out, the door's locked. Should I just break it?
I can knock it open.
Okay, that works too. I'll stand by and let Usmar knock it open.
I get into 60 yards and I cast knock.
You walk away from the tower again.
Sorry?
You said 60 yards.
Oh, I'm already closer than 60 yards.
You are like 20 feet away from the door.
Okay, then just cast knock.
Okay. Do you cast or do you need to ritual dance?
I cast.
Alright, you cast knock, bam, the door flies open. Nothing blows up.
I take a gander inside.
Yeah. Can you just quickly, just for my personal interest, tell me your save versus spell?
Okay, it depends on the circumstances. Because I have a cloak and displacement, which gives me a +2 bonus for like if I'm dodging something or it's targeting me. If it's just my regular save, it's a 7 right now, with magic included and my paladin ability and all sort of stuff. Otherwise, it's 11 base, and then it goes down to a 7 if you count magic in, with like paladin saves and ring of protection.
Yeah. Okay. As you walk through the door.
He walks through the door. Wait.
Yeah. He's standing next to the door.
walking
The
through
door
the
flies
door-
open, and Oliver starts walking towards the door and goes inside. That's what he said. And
Sounds like I have to go look inside. Yeah, I guess so.
yeah, as you,
Ruben would
as
shout
you-
to stop you, but
it is too late. It is too late.
Isn't this the behavior we expect from Oliver? Wasn't he supposed to go inside to have a look?
Yeah.
Okay, I guess I misinterpreted. Ruben would still shout, but be too late.
Too late. As you walk through the door. Intense pain shoots into your body. As
Oh
you,
wait, actually my saves are a bit better because I have the scare protection. Actually, I think that's
Yeah.
one better. I think. Forgot about that. Yeah,
as you
that matters.
basically fall to the ground and reel in pain.
Mm-hmm.
You can scream if you want to,
I think he probably
but you
doesn't.
don't really
think
can't scream.
Oh, if you
so
can't
much
scream,
pain.
it doesn't matter.
Oof. Yeah, the rest of you see Oliver walking through the door, and then
Can I roll initiative?
Yeah, roll initiative.
Oliver, you can also roll initiative.
Yeah, sure. I'll roll initiative.
Let's
not sure.
get an initiative tracker here.
Hopefully, I don't kill you. Smiley face.
I go on 11.
Oh, you don't have
What
a total,
is-
so it doesn't go on the
Oh,
tracker.
okay. Yeah. So,
What is the initiative for drinking a potion?
3.
yeah.
Okay.
What potion do you drink?
I have one. I have and the other strength potion on me. I need to somehow get Oliver out of there.
Oh my god.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, never mind.
Wait,
I go before everyone.
You
right?
go first, yeah?
Okay.
You hear Rufen
have-
behind you grabbing the thing for me. Oh no, you don't have surrounding vision, so yeah,
Oh,
kind of
I
bad
don't
here.
see shit.
Yeah, no.
I cast Dispel Magic into the area surrounding Oliver.
Yeah, give me the 20.
If Oliver has any potions on him, I think they get.
I don't have any potions. No potions, just light stones and dark stones. And if does scrolls get dispelled as well?
I don't think scrolls do.
Okay,
No.
that's the only
Yeah.
thing I have. Is
Yeah,
light stones
you
and dark
cast a
stones.
spell on the general area around Oliver. Nothing changes. Oliver's still reeling. Rufen, you... Oh no, Oliver, you know there's a lot of pain in your body, but if you want to, you can stand up and walk backwards. Or crawl backwards.
What? Okay, I guess like just give me like. Is it like is it just like painful or is it,
It
like
is
I'm
extreme pain.
Okay. I think what is gonna happen. So I think like Oliver's gonna like grab his things and just like as much as he can like crawl out of the lighthouse.
Yep. You crawl out of the lighthouse. Ruven, you quaff the potion.
Yeah.
It was a potion of a giant strength, I think, 19 or
Yeah.
something.
Yeah. Unknown strength check.
Yeah, it's unknown to you. I knew it already.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly.
It was the bad one. Like the other one was the good one.
Yes. I don't know if it was better or worse. It was
I
just a
know.
question mark.
I'm not
Okay.
checking now. Like it's 19 strength. I'm quite certain.
Yeah. And if I have any movement, I'm going towards Oliver.
You have movement. You can go towards Oliver. Nia's also like calmly walking in Oliver's direction. Yeah. Oliver continues crawling. Do you want to do something next round, or do you see what happens here?
Reuven is running to Oliver to grab him and pull him back.
Yeah. Osmar, do you have any action that you want to take? That
Next
might
turn.
interact with Reuven's action.
Yeah, I want to cast a touch spell on Oliver.
Okay, great. You can do all of these things at the same time. Doesn't really matter too much. You will have to tell Reuven to stop dragging Oliver.
Yeah, I tell Ruben, fuck off. I need to cast something on Oliver.
Yeah, Reuven, do you stop or do you just drag
I
Oliver away?
don't let him go, but I stop for a moment.
Okay.
I cast remove curse on Oliver.
Yeah. Right. So roll. Give me a d20 just to there's like some curses that might need a roll.
Oh, if it needs
Nice.
it, then too
If
bad.
it needs it, then it's really bad, yeah. Yeah, Oliver, you're still in pain. Nia also casts a spell on you to relieve the pain. It does not help at all. And Rufin, you can continue dragging your...
I think like in the middle of this, because he's in so much pain, he's gonna try to lay hands on himself. See if that helps.
Sure, you lay hands
He
on
does it.
yourself.
Remove curse at least doesn't have any roll on. Is that right?
It does not help.
Yeah.
Pain is still writhing through your body. Do you continue dragging him away further from the tower?
Yeah,
or-
I grab him as best as I can in the best position I can, and I just go,
Yeah.
not stopping.
19 strength, you have enough carry capacity to basically lift Oliver up and carry him away. Which, to the outside onlooker, looks a bit funny because like Rufin's really small and Oliver's like really heavy and in plate armor and things. But you get hoisted away from the tower. Rufin, how far do you run?
As long as my strength works, I am going. I want to get out of the death area. I want to get out.
Okay. Osmar, do you follow Rufin or do you think he's crazy?
I look to Nier and say, "What do you think?"
I think that's a peculiar place and not what I expected.
Do we see inside the door right now, or is it completely pitch black inside?
No, you can see inside the door. If you want to stay and look, you can.
Yeah, I'll look in from the outside.
Yeah, it looks exactly as Nia has described. A empty room, a old table, spider webs, dust.
And is there any obvious like trap trigger for what triggered on Oliver?
If there was, it's gone. Like you don't see any. Maybe if you were to try to detect magic or do anything like this, you could see something, but
I'd like to throw one detect phase into the door. Just see
you
if there's any.
detect phase is a cast on yourself spell, right?
I don't think so.
Detect
No,
phase.
because the things are revealed to anyone in the vicinity. I think it's
Okay.
kind of like a color spray type of thing.
Okay.
But it's 10 by 60 feet.
Yeah. You throw it into the room. Okay. Dum.
And then the other two party members get died by a ghost. You see like a fucking like I think 20 ghosts in the room.
You see the outline of
I
two
expect this to work.
creatures standing in the room.
How many?
Are they
Two.
like humanoid?
With this glittering detect face thing, it's like hard to say.
Okay.
It's more like you see like the shadow of the creature basically in the face glitter that's going on.
I slowly start backing away.
Nia also starts slowly backing away and thinks to herself if she has like an interesting spell that she wants to use here.
She has a almost fully charged Ring of Cell Story, but
Yeah. Nothing interesting I have here. And backs away with you and then says, well, the ghost stories were real.
Are you sure they're ghosts?
Unless worse than ghosts, but at least ghosts.
I'm not honestly too familiar with how many creatures have the ability, or what kind of creatures have the ability to enter the ethereal plane. The only one I've heard before studying the spell was the, what are they called? Phase spiders. Just read a book somewhere about them.
Well, the only undead I know about that would be phased at this time of day are ghosts.
Do they become unfazed at some other time of day?
Once the sun goes down.
No. Okay. So I suppose we'd have better odds in the night.
We have better odds during the day to not die. We have better odds in the night to get attacked by ghosts. Yes.
No, they can affect us from the ethereal plane.
They tend to not, as far as I'm aware.
Okay. So I guess what happened to Oliver must have been something else other than a ghost.
Yes.
Okay.
DM Ruben would stop if he saw the other two not following him. Right.
You are carrying a 350-pound creature in your arms and running. You're not
That's
staying
fair.
to look back. You
That is
told
fair.
everybody what to do. You're running.
Yeah. But like after like a mile or two.
Yeah, it's not as far as you get. Like
Yeah.
500 feet or so. Then you check like for the rest of them.
That's perfect. That's what I wanted. Thank you.
As you look back over your
walking
shoulder.
towards you.
Yeah, but Usma and Nia are slowly walking in your direction. Talking about ghosts. Which you don't know, but they are talking about ghosts at the moment.
It was a good thing to cast the next phase because the other plan idea that I had was to cast Wraith Form and go look in, and I think I would just died.
Well, it depends on Wraith Form. Because Wraith Form and Undead is like a weird interaction, right?
Yeah, but I don't know how I don't know much
I don't know
about ghosts. Are
if
ghosts
ghosts
even undead?
technically, probably. They would probably think you are a wraith and not try to murder you because you're kind of like them.
Unless they're super smart.
Unless they're super smart, yeah, or not ghosts. Alrighty. Yeah. You head back outside.
Oh, it's Lich or Special Undead may save with a -4. Oh, so then it's almost pretty much for sure. Nobody minds. Okay. Never mind, that would have been fine.
Unless they're special.
Unless it's a super special undead ghost.
By the time me and Nier make it back to Reuven, does it seem like Oliver's starting to feel okay? Or is he
No,
still...
its pain's still going.
Writhing on the floor. Or writhing in Ruben's arms.
Yeah.
is there anything I can do? No, not really. Yeah, I just, I look super unimpressed since we're, with chilling out with Nier. So I just monotonically say to Oliver, like, hang in there, you'll be fine.
Is anybody looking at the tower?
Reuven is specifically the door.
Reuven, give me a perception check.
Ooh, I don't like. Okay, roll d20. Oh, that's not a d20. D20 plus this rolling. It's a 20 again.
It's at 20 again.
Most specifically, he's looking if the door is closing.
Yeah. Yeah.
But other than that, he's just waiting for the other two to come to him.
I think I'm so used to automatically being able to look behind me. I don't. Actually, I don't know. Would that make me more likely to turn back, or would that make me less likely to turn back? Because on one hand, I'm super used to seeing behind me, so not seeing behind me would be weird. But on the other hand, I'm super used to not turning.
Give me a comfortability check. wisdom check. If you
What do I
fail,
wanna roll?
you're looking around because you're confused.
Okay. No.
You're focused on Oliver, trying to be the good healer you are.
Mm-hmm.
1, 2, 3, 4. Let's give Nia a. Ooh! Nia rolls really well. Asiak, you. Moving the door does close at some point. It like slowly falls shut. And about at the same time as the door slowly falls shut, Nia says, I don't want to alarm you, but we definitely should move further away here. There's something coming.
Run! He
Okay,
said,
we're
Ruben
start
says in
moving.
a tone voice.
Do you
will
run or?
Ruben starts booking at as fast as he can, carrying Ruben.
I go for a jogging speed so that I can maintain my speed for the next 20 minutes.
Alrighty. Let's quickly check duration of strength potion. Is
Pretty long if I remember correctly.
3d4 rounds.
No, it's like turns.
Is it turns?
Yeah, it's like 4 plus 1d4 turns, I think. Potion duration. Yeah, 4 plus 1d4 turns. It doesn't specify in the thing.
4 plus 1d4 turns. Okay, alrighty. So an hour or so. So you can still carry Oliver. Reuven, do you want to increase pace as well?
Sorry, I just got back. Reuven is booking it as fast as he can if he has his strength potion.
Okay,
Just
give
booking
me
it,
a
yeah.
strength check. Don't roll a 1.
Okay, rolling d20. 10.
Alright, no
So
problem.
one with a 0.
You can run.
Okay.
Occasionally, Nia looks over her shoulder, glances into the distance, and then she has seen something. She still sees it, and says, "It's still following us." And you can continue running. And then after like another half a mile or so, after half a mile or something, like Nia is quite confident that whatever was following you is no longer following you. Do you trust
What
her?
was it? What did it look like?
Sorry, I'm currently on my phone. I can't. For a few minutes I'm on my phone. Reuven is still gonna keep moving for a good while.
Uh-huh.
Like we want to
Okay.
keep a couple miles.
Okay. You can follow with Reuven, but you can stop running. And then Nia says, well, as I said, ghosts probably not outside in this time of day. So it's something worse. It's not many things that would hunt outside during this time of day.
What do you think it was?
There's
Did
an
you?
old tale that exists. She like glances over to Reuven, who's in front of you, and says, there's the rare time once elf and woman turns evil and gets cursed by whatever elves get cursed by, turned into a creature filled with hatred and nothing else left.
You think that's what this is?
They
What?
are called banshees. I suspect that's what it is.
I shrug.
That's the only thing that fits. Unless we have a ethereal face stalker or something, but that doesn't really
Wait,
make much sense.
Do banshees live on the ethereal plane, or
No, they just translucent during daytime. Hard to see. Was probably lucky that I spotted it. It's like, think of fighting an invisible creature. You know it's there, it's clearly there, but you're not quite sure where it is. But
is there any?
that is what happens during the day. As it gets darker, and as the sun goes down, become more obvious as they're kind of slightly illuminating in the dark, and you can see their true form, and they gain their true power.
Wait, sorry, they gain their true power in the dark,
Yes,
so they're
Yeah.
weaker during the day.
yes, but as I said, hard to see. It is said
Maybe
that the wail of a banshee will kill a man outright.
really.
Probably will kill a woman as well.
I can prepare glitter dust to make the banshee more visible.
Could work.
But what is this thing about a whale killing men?
As I said, the true power of a banshee is her shrieking call. That, well, as I
But
said,
that's only during the night.
if the rumors are true, it's only during the night. I've never seen a banshee or heard of anybody dealing with one.
Well,
I
I guess
wonder
we go
what that
rest,
place
and
is.
then I guess we rest, and then tomorrow we're gonna be slayers of banshees.
By the
You
way,
don't-
by now, Oliver, your pain has stopped. Sorry.
Oh, okay. Yeah, he's
You don't think there would be multiple of these banshees here?
No,
They're solitary
I-
creatures.
I guess no.
Yeah, I guess if they're from some big old evil elf, you'd assume that they'd be fairly rare.
Yeah, you would assume, yeah. I mean, yeah, at least elven women are rarely evil.
Reuven is panting, asks, do you think that she is the reason this ground is, the area is full of death? Or is it something else?
Could be.
Oliver like takes a deep breath after breathing in. Is she the reason why I was in so much pain?
Nia thinks to herself for a moment and then shakes her head and says, no, that doesn't make sense.
So there's other things that do that.
She shrugs. I have not... I... She turns back around and looks into the distance towards the tower and then says, I hope not. That would be too much.
Did you all? I assume we're still walking now, DM. Did you all? Did okay. Before I ask in character, I'm gonna ask DM. Did we actually feel like an effect when we made that saving throw as a spell and succeeded?
Yes. The
Okay.
scraping over your mind.
Did you all feel that effect when we went very close?
Yeah, so I think I understand what you mean. That scraping of your mind.
Yes. That is one more on the list of bad things that are going on. Usmar, do you think you understand what effect that would have been on us?
Which effect?
Any of them, I guess, but the thing that we did all of you, or I feel like something was doing something to me, but I don't know what it was or how it did or if it succeeded in what it wanted to do to my mind.
It's hard for me to tell. It's only if successful. If an effect is successful, then it's easy to determine the effect.
Hmm.
But if it fails, I don't think I can give any insight.
And you also said, and you also saw other things inside.
Yeah, there were ghosts, but it seems that this place is much more dangerous during the night.
I guess that if we are to do this place, then I guess we do it during the day. But I don't. Is like the pain completely gone, or is it still like kind of like partly there, or
It's
like
gone.
okay, it's gone. So it'll like
You
span
like
entirely.
you think it's still there, like, but it's not. It's like phantom pain.
I see.
After being in pain for like 20 minutes constantly.
If we are to go and deal with this place, I think we should deal with it during the day. I do not know if we like Oliver like feel himself over, like he's not injured or anything. He's just like I'm not injured. I was just in lots of pain for some reason. I have no idea what that might be though.
But if that happens again, Oliver, if I didn't take that potion, there is no way I could have, or any of us, I think, could have moved you, unless all of three of us worked together. I think.
I think that if I can bear through it, I might be able to move, but I'm not sure. I didn't really try in the moment.
But if we had been attacked at the same time, you would
Oh
have
no, I
been
understand.
meat on the chopping block.
No, I understand, but
So what that effect is,
what?
that is the bad thing.
Yes, I don't know. It's just that who is going to deal with this except for us? I guess is the question. Are we just going to leave this? We know there's a banshee you said. Like some powerful undead that just lives there.
Have I ever heard of a banshee DM? I realize that Ruben is essentially a homeschool dropout student, but
You know,
like there isn't some
banshees
notice
are like
of
the category, the same category as dark elves.
okay,
You might
got
have
it.
heard of them, but evil
But there
elven
isn't like
women, you know,
a
that makes no sense.
yeah, but there isn't like a thing of like if you see a banshee, immediately report it to the elves, all of the something like that.
No, there's like more the type of if you don't eat your dinner, the Banshee might come and eat you in the night,
Got it.
riding on her dark elven throne or something like this, you know.
Wow, that's metal as all hell.
Or maybe
Throne
all
made of
banshees are
equal.
in reality dark elves. Could also be the truth.
Yeah.
They're fairy tales, basically. Yeah.
I think let's sleep on this and think on what the next step is. I understand your concern, was Oliver. Something must be done, but do we know how to even damage ghosts? I don't even know what ghosts are, I think.
Well, Nia speaks up. Ghosts, still like remnants of souls left in this place. They exist somewhere in between here and the ethereal and the astral plane. It's like just your general normal undead stuff. Nothing
guess
she
the
said
question
makes
is-
sense to you, Reuven, but she said it.
Yeah, Reuben's like keeping quiet, but like scratching the back of his head. Obviously not at all following.
Oliver, like a similar thing is like, so can we stab it then?
She looks at you and then looks at your spear and then says, "You probably can."
Good enough for me.
Wait,
But
even
I'll say
without being
again-
in the ethereal plane, he could stab it?
Not while they are phased out, but once they materialize more on this plane of existence.
So basically, when
work.
they can attack, when they can attack us, we can attack them pretty much.
Yes,
That's kind of how I'm feeling it.
plus,
Okay, so
plus minus the fact that ghosts very spooky. You don't really want to see them.
let's see.
But I'll say it again, Oliver. If that effect comes over one of us again, and the ghosts or banshees or whatever you say are smart enough to target the person that is on the ground, that person is dead. Basically. So he just puts his hands up in the air. This is a problem that I think needs to be solved. And if you don't even know what the problem is, quite difficult. But we should go find a suitable place to camp.
Okay.
Or
Yeah, agreed, 100%. I think we got a lot of valuable information at the very least. It might have been at a cost, but we didn't really spend too much at least. But we at least know what we're dealing with a little bit more, what its capabilities are, and all that sort of stuff. But
Do you head back to Cape Joy?
Oliver's call.
uh,
Yep. Person, people.
I think
person.
It's
so.
less
There's no
forest
reason
in
to.
the forest, you know.
Yeah, there's no reason to not head back. So I think we head back. Yeah.
What time of day is it?
Early afternoon.
Early.
So we can't make it to Green Peak. Sad.
I think we go to Cape Joy. I think we're gonna be heading back there tomorrow anyway, during the day.
Wait, when do Ruben's
sons.
arrows do 1d8 damage or 1d6 damage?
1d8.
1d8 because I'm really good at using arrows. Normal people arrows are d6.
It's the Grandmaster thing.
Yeah.
Does, for Arrow of Bone, does enlarge affect the damage?
Is Arrow of Bone not save versus death or die?
There's this
I
part.
think it's that. Yeah.
This is missile's normal maximum.
Hmm.
Does that mean that it doesn't? It's not even a D8. It's just a D6. It's plus 24.
How do you shoot an arrow of bone? Do you use your bow?
It's
By drawing a rune of dire
apparently-
power upon a simple arrow. So you basically apply it to an already existing arrow.
Yeah.
And for Reuven, it should scale with the die increase, yeah.
Okay.
So that's what 32. 8 times 4.
That's not really good actually for a game against an undead.
32 or it's 16 on a successful save. Is it like an extra 16 damage? That's
Yeah.
like on average what 4 shots?
but it's a 6th level spell.
Yeah, but we have a scroll it, I think.
Yeah, but I've never used it so far, and every creature is like immune against.
How
Actually,
many?
this might be immune against missiles as well.
How many? This creates 1 arrow, and how long does it last?
Let's see.
Until fired.
He gives it to someone else. Oh, if he gives it to someone else, okay, they just provide the +1 bonus. Blah blah blah. I think it just lasts until you use it.
There was a
Interesting.
long discussion in Tombs of Scoria about do we want this to last forever or should it be like done somewhere in between? Which is we can decide to go with like rules as written, which is it's just an enchanted arrow at that point.
Yeah, it's kind of. I guess.
But then
I guess in
again,
the
somebody else might have enchanted arrows to use against you. Just
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
guessing
Yeah,
that's
that's
like the
fucking
rules.
bullshit. Let's
I'm
say it
guessing
lasts 24 hours.
I guess that's the question. Like, do you want like everyone who can cast Bone of Arrow of Death basically have like an infinite stock of Arrow of Bone or Arrow of Bones? To have an
Does it
infinite
have
stock of
any-
Arrow
That
of Bones?
is fucking busted, dude.
Yeah,
Does
I
it
don't.
have any
Yeah.
components that are?
Powdered silver bone mixed with black dragon blood.
If it was
Or
like
powder,
a
yeah.
material that was like really expensive,
Black Dragon
Like-
Blood?
Yeah, like
Black dragon blood,
you kill one black dragon and then you have an infinite supply.
yeah, I mean like
As long
Yeah.
as you can keep the blood good.
Yeah, I
That's
mean,
fair.
if you're capable enough to cast 6-level spells, I think you can manage that.
Yeah, it's one of those things where I don't know if I guess it's there's yeah, I don't know. I feel like putting a duration on is fine because I don't think we're gonna be spamming this spell too much.
I
Anyway.
agree. Duration, smiley face. Nerf the spells that I never use.
but this I've never read this spell before, but this spell like existence does say that other spells could also work like that. You could just enchant an arrow.
Yeah, there's most of the stuff that like enchants weapons with that last forever is usually you have to cast permanency on it though, and that has a cost to it. Like even like the enchant weapon spell is like
Lesser
temporary.
permanency.
Yeah, usually permanency, which takes like I think years of your life away. So
No,
it's not
that's
like to the
that's
cost of-
permanency, which is a different spell.
Oh, okay. I forgot.
It's two spells.
Forgot there's 2 of them.
At the end of the Arrow of Bone in the spell list website is, I think, missing. The victim receives a. Then
Let me see.
On the Quavo spells.php,
yeah,
yeah, that's missing something. It's on the spell.
Let me look at the
Saving throw as a
spells in
spell
that.
or die or something like this.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Unless you can't die because you're undead, then just
You
take
just
damage.
take a bunch of damage. Yeah.
I mean, I don't think. Wait, can we ask Nier? Do we know if what kind of what do the stories say of banshees of the requirement on magical enchantments of weapons to be able to affect them?
You want to have magic weapons, and also, just generally speaking, banshees are supposedly very resistant to magic.
Will like a +1 weapon hit?
Probably
Okay.
anything that can touch outside of the physical existence we live in should be somewhat able to hurt the banshee.
Touch outside the physical existence. Oh, is that what magic weapons do?
Isn't that what all magic does?
Well, yeah.
Draw
Oh, yeah.
energy from somewhere else to bring it to this place.
Well, it's not so simple. It's hard to make that distinction between physical and immaterial. I don't
But
know if I would claim the weave to be immaterial. I mean, it's a thing that exists around us everywhere.
sorry for interrupting, Toph. But hopefully we can end relatively soon now. Session.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is a good spot.
You want to? You head back to Cape Joy, right?
Yeah, I think so.
And then somewhere in the near the city, you plop down your magic hut.
Yep.
Okay. Well, let's end with that cliffhanger as you plop down the magic hut and you go inside and everybody's like chilling. You getting dinner. It's getting dark outside.
Good. That's Banshee time.
Somebody knocks at your door.
We ended it there. Yeah, I guess so.
Do you want to open the door?
I mean,
Oliver?
is it like, are we like, what's it called? Is this like everyone's asleep or it's just
No, it's like shortly after sundown. Your dinner, like you're probably like, cleaning your weapon or doing something like idle things that putting your
I guess,
armor
like-
away, getting ready to lie down.
So I guess like, oh, Usmar want to get the door. He's the one who can get it.
True.
Yeah, I open the door. I give him like a resting bitch face, super hard. What's up?
Yeah, you open the door. Outside is standing a very well-dressed man. It's like 40-something. And says, well, hello. May I come in?
I look him up and down. You said he was well dressed. Does he have any religious or guild symbols on him?
No.
I ask him, "What's your business?"
I just wanted to have a quick chat with you. There's not a lot of times visitors come up here.
Well, you said he's well dressed. Sorry, just to make sure. Is he dressed in like fine clothes or is he like wearing plate mail?
Fine clothes. Looks like like in the city you would like think of a well off merchant, maybe somebody in the higher guild region.
Can I disbelieve his clothes?
Yes. Still close.
Okay, my eyes narrow as I look him up and down. And I shrug and I let him in.
Okay. Alright. Let's end here.
What?
With the strange man in your house.
You let a man inside our house. I guess it would have been slightly metagaming, I guess, if we...
Yeah.
Wait,
said
what?
Don't worry about it. It's okay.
Don't
It's
worry
fine,
about
it's
it.
fine, it's
It's
fine.
gonna be fine. Let me just make sure I have all my armor and things ready.
Yeah, with my weapons in reach, all that sort of shit. I got my all my gear on still.
Yeah,
Wait, it's
Your
like a
armor is put
Banshee
away.
Is it like a Banshee ability or something that everyone knows about?
No,
No.
it's don't worry about it. It's
not
okay.
a Banshee, no, not a... I see you haven't
Alright.
played Baldur's Gate 3.
Well,
Yeah.
thank you for
It's
playing.
fine.
We'll be
Yeah,
back
yeah,
Thank you
next
for
week.
DMing that.
Let's see how many of us get out unscathed next week. Yeah.
I mean, he's like 1v4 inside the house. I think we're
Yeah.
fine.
I think
Totally.
it's more of a situation who's trapped in here with who.
Alrighty.
Thank you, Duck. And we did
Yeah.
see ghosts.
You did see
The
ghosts.
title was
Yeah.
correct.
Title
Yeah,
was
the title
correct.
was correct.
We didn't
Yeah.
die this session. We
Yeah.
survived 86 normal
Oh.
sessions.
Yeah,
Oh, God, that's funny.
great.
Thank you, everybody.
Yeah, thank you.
See you guys
Thank you
next
so much.
week. Until then,
Yeah, see you
stay
next
alive.
week. Yeah, yeah.
We'll try.
Good night.
Bye
Good
bye.
night, everybody.
Good to not.